If you're listening to the podcast, this is a little bit of a disjointed start. If you couldn't tell, there was a lot of rambling. I think I went on for about 5 minutes about me working out to DMX for several days on end, and there was a whole lot of no jack whatsoever. The jack off show, if you will, but 10 minutes worth of that. But
we should be back.
Yeah, I think we pretty much cleared the room. So great work all around, and this is what we get for trying something slightly different. So, Kunja, I apologize. Your investment was wasted. It's just three dickheads just trying to.
She's the only one left.
She is. I apologize, Kunja, but you'll get to see us eat something here tonight. We'll drink something, and Jack will just stare at us blankly. I kid because I care. What up, employee of the month at Dunder Mifflin? Are you are you satiated? Kids are down. Everything's good. Look, you're tripping the life fantastic.
Yeah, the kids are down. They're not out yet, but they're down.
Oh shit, get them on mic. That'd be way more interesting than what the hell just happened for the first 13 minutes here. Okay. Are we in a good spot? Do we think we can do a good and proper show? 30 minutes after, probably 20.
Yeah,
minutes.
let's just act like nothing happened. We'll find a nice even spot and let's get rolling.
There's no way that happens.
No.
Well, we can't start the show without saying what up to the good folks at Essence coming on board in the last couple of weeks. As friends of the show, they're a digital fashion platform recognized for an innovative approach to modern luxury founded in 2003. The Montreal-based retailer has established itself as product curation, original editorial content, cutting-edge styling, and streamlined e-commerce interface. From high fashion to hype brands, you name it, they got it. Bottega Veneta, Balenciaga, Gucci hang alongside the most coveted drops from Off-White, Yeezy, and Bape. And for the fashion-forward types, looking at Phil if he was in the room, they got Tom Brown, Rick Owens, and Comme des Garçons, all beautifully styled with sportswear from Nike, Reebok, and Adidas. So just shop over 500 luxury labels today by clicking on the Essence. That's SSENSE. Click on that banner on badslant.com/support. You can even get it on watch.badslant.com. Banner will be right there. And for the listeners of the show, if you're watching on Twitch, you can save 15% on your purchases from now until May 2nd. Just use the code SHOP15, and again, save 15% on your purchases at Essence. That's Essence, the future of fashion delivered. DRB is back. He is here in the not in the flesh, but online. He bailed momentarily, but he's back in the fold. Thank you for staying with us, sir. And Kunja, ever vigilant, still hanging about with this band of merry losers.
That we were kind of in the same boat. I couldn't figure out how you properly say essence.com.
Essence, yes.
Doyle
says Sensi. That's how he used to say it.
We're here to help.
I used to just call it Sense.
I'm here to help, I guess, is the bottom line. We'll work the branding out and the proper pronunciations. But if again, it's two S's, SSENSE, Essence, and we're all smarter for it. So
pronunciation is tricky, but not the experience. If you go to the site, it's easy to find anything you're looking for.
Easy.
The sneaker selection there is
maybe even a Yeezy.
Is pretty great. The apparels are great, and
Pearls.
I would say if you want to support your boys, you use that SHOP15 code. Save a little, help us.
For sure. You think anybody helped your boys out at all by clicking on the Fight TV banner and buying the Jake Paul?
I did.
Look at you. Look at you throwing the coin right back in the coffers. Well, do we want to? I don't think we wanted to spend a tremendous amount of time on it just because we're stupid. But do you want to jump to that, or do you want to get into some hardcore two-fisted drinking instead?
Can we start with the drinks?
Let's do that.
I'm dry right now.
You look
I need
famished.
Something. I'm parched.
Well,
so.
we have to again. I did it at the start of the show. We got to thank our friend Kunja copiously for hooking us up. She's going to keep us nice and lubed for the foreseeable future.
At Gracious Snacks.
Gracious Snacks. I saw that was her latest endeavor, but she is the queen of all things snack and wrestling sponsored tequila. She's got all that covered.
Oh yeah. So
So what are we doing first?
Let's do we can do a little bit of both. Well, we can start with the drinks.
Why don't we start?
And then,
do you guys want to start the show?
Nah.
Nah,
I'm
nah.
parched. We're gonna start with this. And
My
then
man is shriveling away as we speak. So we're going to get him started with some Terramana, but you did not come with just tequila. You have the Rock's signature Blanco tequila, but we're not just going to take this straight up, which it's delicious on its own.
Oh yeah.
But we're doing some mixology.
We got to. You tease it on the social media. We're gonna try something new tonight. So that's
I wasn't
true.
referring to this.
That's true on so many levels. But what I really wanted to try was mixing the two Rock products together to see how it works. One thing you can think of, it's like, Red Bull and vodka, right? That's your staple. So when you get one of those, you feel great, energized, and it gets you, it does the job. So I'm curious if we
A lot of weird words going on. I got lubed up. That caught somebody's attention. I'm sorry. I'm calling attention to the wrong things. Go ahead.
So I'm curious if we mix the Terramana tequila with his new line of energy drinks, Zoa. This might be pretty good. It's what's the flavor? I believe it's like an orange flavor, right?
You brought to us a wild orange, zero sugar, because you're watching that girlish figure of yours. So
Oh my God.
160 milligrams of natural caffeine. We're not sleeping tonight. All right, so I'll do the honors. I will pour for you, sir. How about that?
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure what the ratio is, so I'll trust you. Go.
Go.
That sounds amazing already.
5 count, bro. You got to do 5 count.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
1,
Something like that.
2.
I was taught 4. I thought that was a shot, but maybe I was wrong.
I would say, as AJ is pouring these drinks, each one of these products are great alone. So the Terramana tequila, super smooth. One of the smoothest tequilas I've had just drinking straight neat. Then the Zoa as an energy drink, it's actually really good. This flavor I've actually had before. It's tasty. And
Tasty.
tasty. But yeah.
He doesn't know. You don't know what that
No.
means.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
just
it's
continue
fine.
on.
All right. So I'm curious to see how this goes. So thanks for the pour, and thanks Gracious Snacks for providing
you
the Terramana.
At Gracious Snacks on Instagram.
Cheers.
It actually has an orange color, which is actually rather surprising. Like,
What were you expecting?
well, I mean, Red Bull.
Yeah, what did you expect it was?
Well, I mean, Red Bull, it comes out like gasoline, and then like it doesn't. There's no specific flavor, but then like this is wild orange, and it looks orange.
This is actually pretty good. Right?
I don't know which I like more. I mean, I taste the orange and we should have done the individual taste test first with the Zoa, but I know
I was gonna say you should have.
it's like it feels like the first time every time.
This actually isn't bad. You know what it reminds me of?
Doesn't say it looks bad.
This reminds me of a margarita minus the sour mix, minus that lime.
It
the
is
lime
missing
juice.
a citrusy element, like that tart from the
It
lime.
has everything of a margarita on the front, but it just misses that tartness to it. But aside from that, I'm a big fan of margaritas. So I can see how this can maybe just add some lime juice, and I think this might be a great margarita.
So we're gonna go full on like you really want to make cocktails out of this bitch, because all I taste is fake sugar and tequila, and there are worse things in life. But Jack, I can only imagine what you're thinking on the other end of this. I wish we could share this flavor with you right now.
Go try it.
It's all right.
Well, you have a bottle here, so
Your name written all over it.
So we have a bottle here waiting for you. So just pick this up whenever you got time, and then get some Zoa and try it at home.
What's the
Thank you.
catchphrase? What's the like? Down with the Zoe, now let's go, or some shit like that.
I didn't even know there was a catchphrase.
I don't know, man. I think
What?
he's rolling with it.
Thanks for giving me a drink. I've been waiting for that drink.
You look stressed. Yeah, Lloyd. There is definitely some. It needs some punch. Maybe that's the zero sugar factor in the energy drink. But either way, it's still it's alcohol. It'll get you drunk. Okay. Well, that's taste test number 1. Let's go ahead and
Numero uno.
let's follow through with the Jack suggestion. Start the show. It looks like you've been rehydrated and you're ready to go for a full hour plus.
I feel much better.
I feel.
Thank you.
Feel.
I feel.
Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and start the show. Welcome back. We're all lubed up. Lloyd, we're ready to go. It's another episode of the Badslant podcast. I am the moderator of this godforsaken enterprise. I am Asian John, at AJ on the web, on Instagram and Twitter. The man staring coldly back at me through the lens of a glass of Terramana is the one and the only, the chairman of the board, the Iceman.
Hello.
God bless, what a start to the show. And looking as dapper as ever and ready to send nothing but positive vibes our way is JJ, Jackman himself. How are you?
What's up? I'm good. How are you?
Speak directly into the microphone. You can find us every week on all your usual podcast haunts, but we stream every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. ish. But
I'm starting just.
I gotta
be
stop
like,
doing that. I gotta stop.
We're gonna move our start time 9:30 hard start.
Hard start.
No matter
9:30.
how hard we try, somehow we always fall back into 9:30.
If we move to 9:30, will everybody's kids be in bed so we can fucking do this thing the way that we intended to?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. We'll throw it out there. It'll be an option moving forward. Just so you.
The time change doesn't help, man. The time change does not help.
Not gonna help.
It has not helped.
Okay, fair
No.
enough. Well, we'll work all options. We'll explore all options. But either way, thank you for, if you're listening to this, thank you, Christ, and thank you to you, for the listener, the viewer, for sticking around with us. We do this every Wednesday. We're on watch.badslant.com. And that will be your repository. Whether that save you the trouble of trying to find us on Twitch or YouTube, but if you already found us there, God bless you. That's perfectly fine. You want to watch it there, but we got all nice bells and whistles set up on watch.badslant.com. So definitely check that out when you have the chance, and of course follow us, join our Discord, and shop. Oh, on the Watch website, we have all the banners that will help you be a better human being or a better shopper on the internet. So definitely check it out. All the links and the plugs that we got, definitely you can access them through the watch.badslant website. So definitely check that out. Did I miss anything? Are we good? Are we satiated?
We're great.
Is the alcohol kicking in yet, Ice?
Not yet.
Okay, maybe a few more pulls than that, then we'll be A-okay. Well, we brought up, we'll get to the actual fight itself, but got to thank the good folks at Fight for putting on a rather, I'll say, interesting show this past weekend. If you were tuning in for just boxing, you might have gotten like 17 minutes of it and a whole lot of riffraff. But either way, they got you covered, man. They got nothing but entertainment, because they're the leading global digital platform for sports and entertainment. Live streaming events to include MMA, wrestling, boxing, motorsports, soccer, tennis, even concerts. They got you covered. Pay-per-view events and memberships are available. Free trials even, whenever those free events do come about. Fight can be accessed via their mobile apps on iOS and Android devices, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, the whole lot. They got it. Also supporting Chromecast, Xbox, PS4, and 7,000, not 700, not 7,000 models of TV sets for their 1.7 million registered viewers. Available today online, www.fite.tv. I see Phil jumping into the fray. How goes it?
So while
what was
we're
it?
on Fight, did
Yes.
you guys watch?
There were parts of me that I was conflicted about it. Well, props to you, because you went through our gracious sponsor link and checked out the proceedings. But I was torn.
Trust me, I didn't want to.
I'm
but
sure. But the freak show element is something that it can be entertaining. But I don't know. The Paul brothers still kind of rub me the wrong way. And Ben Askren is kind of like a love him, hate him type of guy. So I think that part of it kind of put me in a space where I could take it or I could leave it. And then at the end of the day, I wound up falling asleep at like 11 o'clock. So that really kind of like sold the whole thing for me.
Yeah.
But you saw the whole thing from stem to stern.
Yeah, I did. I mean, again, the thing with
You're
these,
right, Lloyd. Great.
the thing with these productions, it's like don't expect too much. I learned that from the last time. The last fight, the last one that was on Fight TV, was it the Tyson fight?
Oh Lord.
That one was entertaining, not because of the fights, but just because of snooping, just commentating. He actually performed. And it was just the fact that it's pay-per-view, so they can curse, they can smoke, they can just do whatever they want.
Why don't they just do a podcast then?
Right.
You can do all that thing online.
So, I just because I've seen that, my expectations are so low already. So I wasn't going into this knowing that I was going to get my money's worth or anything. But yeah, I mean, it was just the performances weren't that great. I think the headliner this year was Bieber. Bieber.
Oh, he performed.
Yeah, Bieber was Bieber. But then
was he lonely?
I
heard he was
they
lonely.
had a Doja Cat and Sweetie. Those were terrible performances. But and Meg Thee Stallion, I think, was just a weird type of. There was slap boxing. Like Ric Flair was there. Pete Davidson somehow got Saturday Night Live off so he can be here. It's weird. It's just like it just makes nothing make sense. And so so that's kind of what you got. So was that worth the money? If that main event lasted a little longer, maybe.
How much was it?
$50, I think.
I think that confirms Jack did not partake in the proceedings.
No, not at all.
But overall, like it wasn't great. I think you giggled and laughed every now and then, but I don't think that's they were there just to put on a weird random show. But the fight itself, I'm sure everyone saw the entire fight on ESPN like the next day or the
It was 40 seconds, bro.
It was quick. It was so quick. A lot of people I think are reacting that it was rigged of how quick they called it.
Look inside our chat right now. They're calling it the same.
There you go. Yeah. So I think so. At the time, I still feel like it was slightly rigged that they just automatically gave him the win. I think Askren, the shot that I can't remember which Paul is it? Logan? Jake?
Okay, after a week of research and I think I had some investigators look into this. I'm 99.9% certain that it's Jake from State Farm Paul.
Okay, Jake Paul.
Jake.
So you can't take that away. Jake actually landed a clean shot that knocked Askren out.
I think it was a series of jabs, and somehow that was construed as the haymaker.
So the shot was legit. He went down because there was a direct contact, but when Askren tried to get up and he wasn't done. He said he was willing to go. He was good to go. He stumbled here and there, but they shouldn't have called it for being the main event of why they're advertising and getting all these people here for the fight, and people just want to see Jake Paul just get his ass lit. Don't end the fight. Give at least one more minute, one more round. And the fact that they called it just like that, and then he had his whole like emotional celebration. It was just it was too much. Like that part was too much.
Hey Phil, I think that's the textbook definition of rigged. That yes, it was a setup. So in fact, it was rigged. So you're spot on, sir. You're all over it. And they like stink on a monkey.
And the fact that they played up the storyline that his bodyguard just died like within the same week, and he's fighting for his bodyguard and this and that, and it felt so scripted to some degree that it was annoying. So I hope, like, again, I don't care to see him fight, but I what I tune in for is with the hope that someone's gonna whoop his ass and knock his ass out and just call it a day and like end his career. But the people that he's fighting though, it's a joke because the last fight that he did was Nate Robinson, which is, he has height and reach advantage over. Then this one, it was Askren. You guys mentioned that Askren was an ex-fighter.
Bro, he's a wrestler.
Like when I saw him, I was like, this dude
wrestler.
does not look like a fighter.
He can't throw hands. He can't throw hands. Everyone who knows MMA knows he's a wrestler.
If you know my mom,
Askren
ain't throwing hands.
Right. He's not throwing hands. He got destroyed by Masvidal in the same fashion, but with a knee.
Ooh.
So you knew he wasn't going to go in there in a boxing to box. That's not his forte. So, and it didn't look good that he came out and his love handles were but that's just his body type, right? He always looks like
even in his prime.
Yeah, even when he makes weight. Yes, even when he makes weight, that's what he looks like. So
very Paul Pierce-esque.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the aesthetic.
Bruh.
it's Jack's all over it. Like he's renowned in MMA for doing one thing and one thing only. It is taking you down and grinding you into the dirt. If you don't let him take you down, you can beat the shit out of him. Like that's it. The strategy is right there in front of you. And not only that, you've put like gigantic cotton pillows on his hands. Like there's no way that he can hurt you in this instance. On top of the fact that this kid is evidently taking this shit really seriously. And Ben Askren just took the payday. Evidently, the equivalent of nine fights in Bellator or wherever the fuck he was fighting before. That's how much he got paid for this deal. So
Yeah,
I mean, kudos to him.
The
He got
UFC
paid.
contracts are terrible. Yeah, he got paid. That's what he took the payday, but he knew he was gonna walk into a buzzsaw. So, I mean, he probably wanted to go at least 2 rounds.
Maybe
but
don't look like an
yeah,
asshole for the industry. You know.
Yeah. So now everyone is, even Daniel Cormier is going at Jake Paul. Tyron Woodley is going at him. Like I heard there was an altercation between him prior to the fight.
Oh, because he was
mean,
in
if-
Askren's corner. Because that's his boy.
Yeah, if Tyron Woodley goes in there and fights Jake Paul, he's going to destroy Jake Paul.
Let's
Like,
make this
literally
clear.
destroy him.
I actually was on the downside of Tyron Woodley's career. I think going to his fight in Las Vegas a couple years ago was kind of like the beginning of the end for him. I think I ruined it for him, just like I ruined it for The Undertaker when we went to go see him in
My
WrestleMania.
God, it's you.
It's me.
It's
I'm
you.
I'm the cooler. But I'll just say this: he's washed as fuck. But if he fights that one of these Paul kids, he's going to be charged with murder because there will be a body to be collected without question.
I would
'Cause
love to see
he's
that.
still
That-
he can still do it.
That power. Yeah, that power he has, like he'll just hit him with, if he hits him clean, it's a wrap.
Touch.
I mean, literally a wrap.
Yeah.
Like it just
What do you
Yeah,
guys know about the Fury brothers?
God
or
damn it!
something?
How long did we did? I thought we were just gonna do
real
this as a
quick.
drive-by.
I believe they're teasing that could be his next fight. One of the Fury.
the brother of Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
The brother
Wait,
of Tyson
not
Fury.
Tyson
yeah,
Fury.
I've never seen him fight.
The other
No,
Fury.
not
The other
yeah,
Fury.
Not
One of them.
yeah, there's another Fury. Apparently.
One of the
I
Pauls
didn't know
against
that.
one of the Furies.
This is so ridiculous. I can't believe we're going. He's always one step away from actually fighting someone who's actually good. It's always like 1 degree off, but that 1 degree is like between fighting me and fighting Muhammad Ali. Like like that degree is so important when it comes to determining who can actually fight. I didn't even know Tyson Fury had a brother, honestly.
Oh, okay, I thought it was well known, but I guess not. I guess he's trying to fight a nobody again. It's like, God damn it. Never mind.
Yeah, but
I heard
the
the
guy
name
is
Fury.
a
I'm
trained
like,
boxer,
boxer.
right?
I was like,
Jesus
I
Christ.
thought I think he's a real fighter this time. I think this might be an actual legit match, but I guess it sounds like it's not.
Isn't Tyson Fury
no,
the reigning heavyweight
I
champion
think
of
he's
the world?
I think he's a boxer. I think he's a trained boxer. Like he boxes, but he's just not as world renowned as Tyson.
You know what? Let him fight an actual boxer. How about that? Someone who actually is trained in the discipline instead of a guy who did it out of like a bag of 5 different disciplines. He's like, he knows enough to be dangerous, but not enough to like actually be dangerous. You know what I mean? Like he's just, it's not in his bag.
It's not.
The not so furious Fury, right, Doyle.
Man, Doyle is killing it tonight. My God, if there's an MVP tonight, not Kunja, it's got to be Doyle. That's blasphemy. I'm sorry, Kunja. I apologize. Mea culpa. Mea culpa. Where do we go from here? Again, I apologize for taking us down this route. I thought quick drive-by, but
Done. Quick.
no, thanks for sharing the experience because I think we needed that insight. I just saw all the horse shit afterwards, and it just felt like I made the right decision in not checking it out. But who knows? If he does eventually fight somebody of name, value, and actual skill, then we might have something there. But
Yeah.
we'll move on. Should we go ahead and just grab at random at one of the offerings from Kunja? Great at Gracious Snacks. Look at this thing.
Let's just pick a random one out there.
This is unstoppable.
She has provided the show with a variety of Asian snacks,
Yes.
and we were gonna try to squeeze it all in today, but we just felt like it would take up the entire episode, and Jack didn't have an opportunity to come pick up his stash, so let's push it. Let's do an official tasting next week. We'll do.
I'm trying to find something weird.
We'll have a lot to cover next week. Actually, in addition to the tastings, there will be some chat around the Falcon. I think the finale will be it's this Friday,
Yes.
so we can talk about that series and how we all felt about it, and then of course the big monumental movie release on Friday, Mortal Kombat.
Woo!
Can't wait. Cannot wait. So yeah, we'll have a and in addition to these snacks, she also provided us with a bunch of flavored soju, a variety of sojus.
We are going to be trashed for the next several
soju.
weeks.
So yeah, come sometime this week, Jack, and pick up your stash.
Okay.
He's not leaving the house. Are you kidding me?
Come on.
All right, I dove in. I wanted to grab at random, but to be honest, there's several bags in there with no English characters whatsoever on the outside of the packaging. So I went for the one that did have actual
What is that?
words I can read. Turtle chips, 4-layered, super crispy structure, flamin' lime flavor. So I don't know if you guys can see that on your ends, but
Wow.
There's a turtle.
4 layers.
oh wow! If you can turn that down just a hair, Ice, because I can't hear Jack anymore. I know Jack's enjoying the song, though. Fun fact, one serving, 545 calories. So thank God I skipped dinner tonight, so that's something. But I think we'll just go ahead and pass this guy around. Again, this is the Orion. I think Orion does like shrimp chips, so definitely I imagine they're well known in Asian circles. But we get turtle chips, 4-layered flamin' lime flavored chips. So let's go ahead and crack this motherfucker. I did all that talking. I can't even open the goddamn bag.
Oh, Doyle's loving this music.
Of course he is. He only gets this peripherally. He only got it peripherally back in the day. So
Hey.
this is him getting it like all the way through. So as we're opening this, I see Kunja giving us some of the blow by blow. It's a buttery flavor. So
Is there? Oh, what's the flavor on that?
flaming lime.
Okay.
But it's a corn chip, I believe. So it's a corn chip, so not a potato chip, a corn chip. So perhaps that explains
Just reach
the
in there and grab one of these guys.
slightly different guy. Hey, Phil, real
that's
quick.
That's a weird shape.
That is
Look
an
at
odd shape. That is not the customary chip shape. It's almost like Frito-ish. But I guess corn chips kind of go by their own rules.
Is it called turtle chip because it's kind of shaped like a turtle shell?
It looks like a turtle.
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
Ah.
You know what? You're right. I do see the thing that shoots out of the back of a Mario Kart when I look at this. So
All right.
let's give her a go, shall we? Cheers.
Have a bite, Jack. Ooh, it's really light.
I definitely understand the buttery nature of it. Second taste?
Yes.
Well, Jack does karaoke right now. I'll go first. There's definitely a tiny bit of heat, nothing overwhelming, but I feel like these are
sour.
Say again, Jack.
Ice just made the sour face.
He made the face.
Yeah. He went,
It reminds me of like a Bugles kind of thing, like very atypical, like but light and fluff. I don't know where the hell they pack the calories. 545 calories for a serving. You fucking kidding me? But you can throw a million of these down your gullet, and you won't know the difference.
It's really airy. That's what I like about it. It's like sometimes when you eat a chip, it feels heavy when you eat a chip. This one is really like it just kind of melts. It's like
a puff.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's kind of like a puff.
Cheese puff.
Flavor is really good. You know what this is? This is perfect like beer chip. It's like when you're having a beer and you just have a bowl of these things, you just sit there and just like.
What about a tequila Red Bull vodka kind of thing?
I don't know. I kind of crushed mine.
God
so
damn, man, the shit wasn't that good. I mean, I love The Rock as much as anybody,
Hey.
but Jesus.
Watch your mouth. It was great.
But hey, as far as that snack in and of itself, I feel like I chose well. I was looking for something savory. There's a few sweet things in there that kind of like, not for this evening. But I'll say for the first thing out of Kunja's grab bag, I'd say that's probably as good as you can expect right out of the chute. So I'm going to give that thing 3.5 out of 5.
Ooh. I would. I'll just make it quick. I would agree. I think it's a 3 out of 5 as well.
3.
Just the only reason is I really want more heat. Like I think the heat would just amplify this chip. I think it's like the flavor is pretty good. It's nice and light. It's airy. Like
Jack's doing a Salt Bay impression over there.
You can eat a lot of these, but I feel like the heat is missing. Like and just because they advertise some heat with this chip, I felt like that it's missing. So
I get it to a degree, but I think you're kind of falling in that trap where like the flaming hot deal from Cheetos and Frito-Lay, all those guys, like you're expecting that level of heat with what they say flaming on the bag. So definitely
anything that says flaming needs to be like hot,
flame on,
exactly,
spicy. That's what it needs to be.
That's racist. Mother of God. Have we talked about anything the entire time we've been doing this? Jesus Christ. We're 30 minutes in. What was that again?
What?
Just real quick. Isolate.
What? Oh, spicy. Like that one?
That's one. Okay. Write down the time. 43:14. Okay, got it. I understand where you're coming from. I think we come from the world where heat, if you advertise it, it must be present, and if it's not, then we feel like it's false advertising.
You deduct points off of that.
Deduct whatever's left. Yeah, but you know what? In all, I could get all 545 calories down the chute, like right off the break. Like that is infinitely snackable and something I would look forward to having readily. But I digress. Okay, well, I look forward to whatever else is in the bag.
I know. If everything else follows suit, I think we're gonna have a hell of a tasting. So.
How do we do this? Are we gonna like cut the bags in half and then like give Jack a Ziploc guy and then we may move on?
Yeah, I'm thinking the best thing to do is probably like somehow number these bags and then number some Ziploc bags for Jack and then put some. Yeah, I know. Like once it opens, you lose some of that freshness.
A lot of fingers going to be up on Jack's snacks, that's for sure.
A lot of COVID fingers.
All of it. Hey, we'll be vaccinated by then, I think. Perhaps, maybe, not sure.
Jack, look at Jack. He's like, I ain't coming anymore.
He's not eating any of this shit. You believe this? The snacks have been at least the first one right out of the chute, fantastic. You know what else is fantastic? Our Snap-on wallets from Moft, M-O-F-T, a brand dedicated to creative inventions that boost productivity. Their formula? Simple. Smart products equal increased efficiency. As featured on Unbox Therapy and TechCrunch, Moft is best known for the world's first invisible and best-selling phone and tablet stands, including the world's first Snap-on phone stand for the iPhone 12 series. Whether you're a traveler, entrepreneur, or remote worker, or some dickhead who's loading ice into his glass, their products provide the highest level of comfort, turning your hectic schedule productive and efficient. Browse their entire invisible collection today by clicking on the Moft banner on badslant.com/support or watch.badslant.com. And that's mobile office for travelers, M-O-F-T. You good over there, sir? You nice and filled up? You nice and lubed? Oh, fantastic. Okay, Jack, where do we go from here? I was going to pay tribute to DMX, but I kind of did that in passing as we were trying to pad and start the show. But just real quick, we're dickheads. We totally forgot to pay our respects last week. But again, I felt like we did that to some degree the week before he passed, just because we were hoping for the best, but kind of like seeing how grim the outlook was. But I'm sure we've been bumping DMX pretty heavy in the days and weeks since.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Pretty much.
Like I don't know if you guys watched that the verses, the DMX and Snoop, that was so good, man. It was like I was surprised. I've never heard of that one. So when I watched it, they
were actually 6 feet from each other, like in the studio playing the hits. It was great.
That's definitely hands down one of my favorite verses that I've seen, and they were just like the fact that they're like together and they were doing backup vocals to each other's songs, and it was great, man. And then like some of the mixes that they put together were pretty good.
Well, you can still check out the Versus playlist on Spotify. So if you missed the battle, or if you want to watch it on YouTube, I think it's all out there, so you can definitely consume it. But rest in peace to the Darkman X. So we're assholes for not paying tribute to DMX last week, but I know who's the asshole today. someone who sold us a bill of goods and said they were going to be live tweeting nonstop. In fact, fired off a salvo of like 19 tweets to start the day, talk about how great today is going to. Oh my God, I can't believe it's Apple. It's Christmas come early. Woo, look out, ceiling fan. You got a load coming your way. Nothing. Like, hours pass, and then we're like, ooh, it's coming up on Apple event time. Tim Apple's about to drop the mic real quick, and all of a sudden, sorry guys, day got away from me. Check you later. Check the reruns.
What am I supposed to say, man?
It was you. I was talking about Jack. So you were the one who told us you'd be live tweeting. You started the day tweeting, and then evidently life got in the way, and that's understandable. The life got in the way for Jack tonight, but in the time since. Well, I'll ask you this: did you get around to actually watching the Apple event later on that day?
I had to wait till the evening. I actually took the day off. Surprisingly, I didn't have any major meetings scheduled that day, so I decided just to call it off and said, if anyone needs me, I'm not going to be around. Catch me the next day.
What?
And I was like, there's going to be appointment viewing.
Catch me tomorrow. How about that?
I was like, today's going to be beautiful. I'm going to get a lot of things done in the morning, be done by 1 o'clock.
I'm going to have some turtle chips.
Sit my ass down, watch some Apple events live, uninterrupted, live tweet. Yeah, it just didn't go that way. It never does. But I did catch it. I caught it later that evening, the replay. And it was. Did you guys watch it?
No. Did the thought cross your mind at all to start tweeting as you were watching the rerun of the thing? Because I think that in and of itself could have had some value.
Now that you mention, I should have. Just like Jack
my
live tweeting
God.
his Game of Thrones recaps, live reactions.
Man, 2023 is going to be fucking lit. Wait, so again, it crossed your mind, but you decided not to follow through.
No. Now that you mention it, I probably should have.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
The
good.
thought never even crossed my mind.
Never
at the
crossed
time.
his mind, Jack.
But now, yeah, I probably should have.
Oh my
I should have
God.
done I mean, it would have been horrible because at that point, it's not a true live reaction because everyone's probably aware of all the products by that point.
I don't know, better late than never. Yeah, Phil, I'm there with you, man. We were just all sitting there, just refreshing our app. Like, God, is something wrong? Like, did they crash again? Is there an AWS attack going on? No, just decided against it.
But it was a good day. It was a good event. Now I get it's after the fact when you see the event, then the naming of the event makes a lot of sense. It was just a loaded event full of product releases. They had new iPhones, or the one new iPhone is just basically the same iPhone but just in a purple color. For spring,
purple.
It's purple.
It's purple. Sugar,
That's it.
water, purple. Yes.
What else was there?
Yeah.
There was a new iPad. The iPad's actually
Give us the hits. Everything that you had bottled up in you, like you just wanted to hit those 240 keys.
The hits for me was finally the debut of AirTags. We've been hearing about AirTags for like over a year now, and it's just, I mean, even someone got a hand on like the actual design of it, did full renders, and so we already knew what it looked like and what it does. It's just Apple decided it wasn't time yet, so they finally released
Not
that.
ripe yet.
It's basically their version of Tile. If you remember Tile as that little tracking device that you can attach to your keychain or your gym bag or whatever you want to do it, it's that.
I'm not gonna lie. The season, or maybe the season after they came out, I think I got 19 different tiles like gifted to me for Christmas. Like just everybody and their mother just wanted to give you a tile. I'm like,
You always losing stuff.
And I was like,
Maybe it's, you were always getting lost. I think
Perhaps.
that's probably part of the reason.
or maybe they priced these fuckers too low. You should not have that much product readily available to just give out to everybody, and then just everyone just kind of pass it. Like, I think I'm
Well,
good.
I guarantee you that this AirTag is going to be that new product.
That's the
for
one.
this year. So for all gifts, all Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, a cheap Apple product that I can give to someone." So that's going to be gift number one to almost everybody.
I'm gonna grab a tile. I'm gonna attach it to this the back of Jack's Dunder Mifflin hoodie. And, we'll all be better for it.
But I what I like about it is there's so many different usage for it. I mean, Tile works exactly the same way, but Tile is outside of the ecosystem, so you have to pull up a different app. You have to have a different login. You're already if you're
forbid.
already in the Apple world, why not just get an Apple version of Tile? So you could slip one of these in like your kid's back pocket, let them go wherever they want. You could always find your kid. You know, you could put this in your car.
That is a strange approach to parenting.
You know, that's the best thing to do. If you go out in public and then, you know, let's say something just horrible were to happen, you can track down your kid. It's better than putting a chip inside them. But anyways, that's one way to use it. I'm not saying that's what you do. I'm just saying that's one way. The way that they're advertising is like put it on your keychain. You know, if you lose your keys, put it in your purse. If you lose your purse, put it something practical like that. Oh, right. you know one way what you could do? Put it on your luggage. So when you're traveling, you can see when it's gonna arrive in your luggage claim area.
So when my bag winds up in Kuala Lumpur, I'll be like, "Well, my bag's in Kuala Lumpur."
Like, it's not. They somehow didn't make it on the flight. You don't have to ask them why. You know exactly where it is.
I guess.
Yeah.
Jack, so you didn't watch it. I see the duck face. Did you at least catch up on any, like, did the AirTags excite you in any way? Like what did you glean from the entire proceeding?
I know the iMacs of coming out with the one chip. Those look pretty cool.
Yeah, they got color now.
They got color. There were some memes out showing the original iMacs with these iMacs now. Same color scheme, so they're harkening back to those big ass tubed ass iMacs. Damn, when did those come out, man? Like 99?
Definitely late
something
90s,
like that.
early 2000s.
Yeah, you're right. 2000.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember the first year
Yeah.
I went to college, they had an Apple rep come and do a whole like presentation about the new colored iMacs, and that was the first time I was like, these things are cool looking. So yes,
Of
early
course, he would be
I
excited.
remember.
2000.
Yeah. The AirTags, to me is underwhelming. I mean, like, it just seems there's a lot of cool features with it. I mean, I saw a snippet of the AirTag, what was it, the presentation, and it was like, it's not meant to track your people. That was like the first thing they said. I was like, well, then why would I buy it? I need to track my children. So, yeah, everything else just seemed like run of the mill. They're definitely pushing the M1 chip, which they should. If I were to get anything from it, I would probably get the iPad Pro. That would be the one thing I'm pretty excited about. I mean, but the purple iPhone that really didn't. That really didn't like set anything else off. I think to me it felt under. I logged in about 5 minutes too late to just try to see what happened, and it was like, it's over, you can watch it again. I was like, I'm not watching this. I'll just get everything from
I'll just listen to Ice drone on and on about some more shit that we don't need.
You gotta get the purple iPhone. Right. Oh my god, it's life changing.
As a James Madison University
Not
graduate, when I saw a purple iPhone, it definitely moved a little bit. Just a little. Not a lot, but enough. Yeah, that's probably about the only thing I took away from that. Anything else? Like the iPad seemed like it was a big deal with the M1 chip. Not Jobs. Tim Apple doing the Ethan Hunt bit and switching out the chips. Was that something that you pumped your fist for? Like, yeah.
No, it is pretty cool. That's a big, huge step forward, because this M1 chip is it's a desktop class processor. It's running all their heavy duty pro level stuff, and to put that in an iPad, that's like, can you imagine like what this thing is capable of doing now?
And can you imagine what putting Terramana and Zoa together in one glass can do? My God. I think Lloyd spelled it out. My eyes are rolling to the back of my head. Continue on.
That iMac though, that's it's it's impressive for what they did. It's just, it feels like it's an iPad on a stand, basically what an iPad is. They're both running that same M1 chip, but
is the iMac touchscreen?
No.
Well, never mind.
They're gonna wait to the very last minute to maybe
skip.
But yeah. I mean, I think it's so impressive because of how thin they got this iMac. It's basically a huge 24-inch iPad, and They put Touch ID in a wireless keyboard, which is one of
I
one of
I
the
remember
best
that.
things that they've done. The keyboard itself is it's iffy. It looks like they just try to make a small keyboard. But the fact that they put Touch ID, I think that feature alone is like just. I mean, we have Touch ID. I have Touch ID in my MacBook, and to unlock things and do things with it, it's just when you're buying stuff online, it's cool. It's like
almost
your phone.
It's almost like the Touch ID was a superior technology. I don't
It
know.
is. I would choose Touch ID over Face ID any day. So
Bless.
Especially with masks now.
Ruined everything. God bless. Well, so that was that. That was the whole shebangy bang. Like not like a couple of good things, but nothing like earth shattering at this point. Is what
no,
I can gather.
it's a lot of it's a little bit of a good thing. It's like nothing was great.
Just
nothing
enough.
was just enough. Everything had a little bit of great to it. So it's like it's sprinkled across all the different product lines. It's a great like just when you look at the lineup of all the like where everything is, it's in a good place. I think it could always be better. So we'll see what happens.
Always leave them
Oh,
wanting
yeah.
more. Am I right, Jack?
Yeah. This keyboard sucks. It's so small.
It's horrible.
You need a bigger keyboard.
Oh,
man.
you know.
It's terrible.
Okay, one little
One last thing. We got to get out of this Apple thing. Otherwise, I'm going to kill myself.
one little thing that they did that probably just didn't get enough mention or publicity. They put an Ethernet port in the brick, which is like genius for the iMac. So when you power up your iMac, that cable that goes to the brick,
Oh.
there's actually an Ethernet port there now, so they can keep the iMac clean with just USB-C ports. And then the the Ethernet port is on your brick. So if you want to, because right now there's not a lot of computers that has the Ethernet port because they're trying to go wireless and
Jack is so interested
so
right now.
the fact
after
that
said
now
that.
you can actually hardwire in this iMac still to a dedicated Ethernet jack. That's insane, man. So you can get blazing speeds in that little thin iMac.
Blazing Asian speed.
Yes.
No, if history has proven anything, that when you go blazing Asian, you're actually going slower than you would without
Slower.
it. So, yeah, that you're step backwards.
I'm back in. I'm back in.
But that
Did
but
you
that-
see how close
back.
Jack put his face to the screen when
like,
you said, "Oh my
what?
God,
Ethernet?
You can plug what into what?" My God, I don't have to use any lube.
Trying to.
Like they ditch a lot of technology, but you just can't quit a Ethernet, man.
Can't quit it.
No, you can't.
Ethernet is life. Okay. So are we going to ever see you tweet a live tweet an Apple thing again, or should we just go ahead and cancel the bit? All
I don't know, man.
know what? Never
I would
mind.
love to.
right. You're going to wind up tagging me in. Just saying. I'm just saying. Well, Ethernet, good idea. But everybody's got good ideas. And if you want to put them out there in the world, you can do it through our friends at GoDaddy. I'm on fire tonight. GoDaddy is the world's largest and most trusted domain registrar that empowers people like you with creative ideas to succeed online. Buying a domain name is easy, and with GoDaddy's domain search tool and domain name generator tools, you can find the perfect website address for your business. But GoDaddy offers more than just a platform to build your website. GoDaddy offers everything you need to create an effective and memorable online presence. And if you already have one or more of their products, transferring your domain, website, or hosting to GoDaddy lets you consolidate your web presence with one provider so it's easier to manage. For our listeners, visit our page, badslant.com/support or watch.badslant.com and click on the GoDaddy banner today to find your perfect .com starting just $4.99. Get going with GoDaddy. Man, I'm pretty sure I saw a JCVD meme like alongside Rob Van Dam. You remember professional wrestler Rob Van Dam?
Yes.
Who looks like JCVD. He went to the WWE Hall of Fame, so like they had those two like side by side, and I like now I'm ruined. I can't see one without the other. So they need to form a tag team and just wipe up everybody in the WWE for sure. Okay, I think we have like about We can go however long we want at this point because I think we fucked around far
Yeah, it's
too
weird.
much.
I don't have the time for the first time. I'm like, I don't know where we are in the show anymore.
Well,
It feels weird.
just to pull the curtain, we had about 10 minutes of just complete horse shit,
Yeah.
just clogging up the beginning of the show. So I think we can go maybe 10 more minutes or so.
Let's do it.
And we can. I know the one issue that's going to speak right to the heart of you right here, right now. It's Kobe all day, all night, and twice on Sunday. This is a huge shit. So I know you care about Kobe's your one seed now until forever.
2, but yeah.
Okay, sure.
Get
One
that
A.
straight.
But-
1A and 1B. There you go.
Fair enough, but it's actually impacting all of us now. So the news that came out this week. So the backstory is that I don't know if this was public knowledge, but the contract between Kobe's estate and Nike was coming to an end. And it actually came to an end on the 13th of April. And I think there were probably some good faith negotiations that were supposed to take place. And they probably took it down to the 11th hour and hoping to try to extend that relationship. They even had drops. We talked about it last week. The the shoes I will never forget. The Kobe 6 Protro Grinches, which are supposedly en route to me. It's taken a little longer for my taste, just given how the news has played out in the last few days. I've been like kind of hunting, waiting. When's my delivery date? It said ship 4 days ago. How come it's not? I don't have a date yet. But it's coming. It's coming my way still.
Are you sure?
I have a delivery date now, so we're
Okay.
good on that front.
All right.
But then out of nowhere, they hit us with a haymaker that Vanessa Bryant drops the Instagram post on maybe 2 days ago saying that the contract has ended and Kobe's will no longer be released with the licensing deal with Nike. So it's wide open. I don't know what this spells for the future of like all the retros and everything, or maybe future designs that they had for the shoe. But that's got to be Titanic news, right? Just the
It's
fact,
huge.
because Kobe had the dalliance with Adidas. I think you when he passed, you showed up to my house in those horrible shoes.
Hey,
And
watch your mouth.
They're horrible. They're awful. Jack, I need an objective.
Those Adidas shoes
They're
were
awful.
terrible.
Just-
Hey, chill
They were awful.
Just an abomination. But you got them, so cheers to you. But like, there's no other game in town when it comes to Kobe and basketball shoes. Like, it's just those Nikes and everything he's done to this point. So like, when you saw that, like, what was your first reaction, Ice?
It's a huge decision. It's weird. It's like he's, like, well, I get it. I get what his wife is trying to do. Like, I think Kobe always had this idea that he's trying to build this brand, this Mamba brand, and he's especially after the game of basketball, he's really like putting a lot of work into life after basketball. So he had a lot of these divisions, and I think, in a perfect world, if Kobe and Nike came to just some sort of like compromise on, like, giving him the creative license to do what he wants to do, and to
Well, I think the scuttlebutt now is that he didn't get the Godfather contract. He didn't get the lifetime deal that
like
LeBron,
Jordan,
and MJ got.
So
that might have been at the crux of why they were so butthurt.
But they were still in mid conversations and negotiations for a lot of that stuff. So I think, his wife, is probably has the biggest say in this now. So she's trying to do right. One of the things that she did kind of voice at one point was like she was upset that people that wanted Kobe shoes couldn't get them because they're so limited or they're always selling out, and she wanted to change that, and she reached out to Nike several times to try to correct the issue. But I'm like, if everyone was going around rocking, like, can get any pair of Kobe's at will, would they be to the level that
like,
they
has
are
she
now?
not been paying attention to what Nike has done for, I don't know, the last 50 years or 40 years?
She might not be that connected to the shoe game. There's probably people that's like advising her, but I think that's a risky move to go off and do your own. That's like, you don't see many, even the Jordans. Like, you don't see people going off and trying to build their own, like, empire. It just doesn't pan out. But I mean, I think there's enough.
Unless you're the big baller brand.
Yeah, I know, but I believe there's enough support and loyalists, and then they're going to back it no matter what. So if they go off and actually, you guys been sharing these posts all week about like the trademarks that's been registered, like the Mambas, little Mambas, and stuff for Gigi and stuff. Like
I'm just saying, a lot of that shit is really cringe. Just gonna throw that out there.
So I mean, it seems like it's gonna happen. It's just I just hope that they have a legit designer. I mean, shoe design is difficult, man. Like everyone feels like they can come out and just design a classic shoe, and it's just you got to nail that silhouette, man. And if you don't, it's gonna be garbage. Like even
problematic.
I mean, we're gonna get into some of the up and coming shoes that's on this list here, but I mean, even with that, it's like
what list? We'll get to that. We have to ask the sneaker sleuth. He's been conspicuously quiet on the issue. How did this strike you? Like, and you've got a keen eye to this because like you're in the game. Like you're flipping. Like you buy, sell. But like, how did this hit you? And what did you think when you heard that this was going down?
I can sympathize with the Bryant estate in this on this side. I'll be the devil's advocate. I think his wife Vanessa Bryant is right. They don't release a lot of Kobe shoes. Now, is that by design? Even when he was around and alive, when Kobe was still alive, they didn't have like different colorways, right? So we have a lot of shoes coming out now, and you think about like the Jordan, right, or even the LeBrons. They come out with different colorways of the same shoe. Why couldn't they do that with the Kobe's? Why couldn't they do that with the Protros, right? That it never really materialized. Maybe they thought that there wasn't a market for it or a demand, but I mean, just look at how these shoes would sell out pretty quick. Because they never released it. So now if you bring out a few more colorways each year, then you get that conversation, and then you have a new shoe coming out. Jordan has his own brand. It's different, I think. So they're able to like bring new styles to it, right? So you have they do it each year, obviously, but like it felt like for the Kobe brand and the Mama brand for his shoe line, it was stagnant. They didn't bring anything new out. They didn't bring any. They could have at least brought out new colorways, and they didn't. And so, on the anniversary of Kobe's last game, they released the Grinches, which, the moderator hit on, but. I mean, that was the last. That's the last release for the Bryant estate and for Nike in terms of their agreement and their deal. So it's unfortunate, and I get why. And I heard Kobe himself was frustrated with Nike, how Nike was running and releasing his shoes. So it wasn't like it just occurred now. It was prior to that. Like there was a lot of frustration on their end.
Sure.
With Nike. So. I would say for sure, like I feel I'm on the side of the Bryant estate on this one. I think Nike just, they're trying to make the shoe limited, but it was too limited. Like there was nothing coming out. Like if they came out with a new Kobe shoe in collaboration with Kobe prior to his passing, like that would have sold like crazy. Even if it was like a general release, right? Like a general release type of, like it would have sold out. Like literally, even if they made like 500,000 pairs, it would have sold out.
That's fair. Although I have to say, like, Ice is the biggest Kobe fan that we know of. Is that fair to say?
Nuh-uh.
I'll throw it out there as a hypothesis. But even he wasn't checking for the Kobe's. So I think even the most ardent of fans didn't see those shoes as kind of a hype shoe. Like they sold out because they were a good balling shoe, and they had Kobe's name on it. And he'd gone away. He'd retired. So when they came back up, people looked into them. But when he was active, it didn't necessarily like resonate with a lot of people. I didn't feel like it resonated with a lot of people, at least the general public.
If there's a new design, like, because there was no freshness, there was nothing.
No.
it's just like we're gonna go back to releasing the Protros. There was nothing after that. There was, I mean, and he had a deal. Like, why wouldn't you, like, even after his retirement, why not continue like releasing a shoe?
Well, I think
That
that
doesn't make
they
sense.
went down a different path. They started going down like variants of the older Kobe shoes. Like they were called Mambas. They were like Nike Mamba like Pros or whatever. Like they started going down the path where they were just kind of derivative of the older designs, but they were accessible. They were lower cost shoes. They weren't of the price of your LeBrons or your Jordans. So they were like $100, like 120 at most, like those kind of shoes that were designed specifically for hooping. And you got like replaceable insoles, and people dug on that. But again, it wasn't like top tier type shit.
Yeah, the thing with Kobe shoes, man, it's like I love him to death, man. Like I would buy anything that he puts out, but
Except his shoes.
The thing with those shoes is like they're basketball shoes. Like when you wear them, they may be comfortable, but my problem is on the court, I can't even play in his shoes because my ankles suck. I need ankle support, so I need to wear high tops.
I think we confirm that you're a weirdo in that regard. Like there are basketball players who play the game by trade and they wear his shoes.
Man,
nonstop. In
I
fact,
know.
I feel like Vanessa
There's
Bryant was.
technology in it. There's technology in it to support
Yes.
your sole,
Yes.
right?
I
There's a
don't know,
wider
man.
sole to support your ankle.
I've rolled my ankle so many times.
But not in those shoes.
I play different when
Right.
like if I know I'm wearing like a low top, like I'm aware that I'm wearing low top, so my game, my footwork is totally different. So I can't wear those shoes. And then the other point of buying shoes is to wear them like with your daily streetwear. I can't even wear those with
right.
streetwear because I just feel like they
No, but
the
then
sleuth is about to cut your head off right here. Go ahead. Sorry.
right, I'm gonna
Go
cut
ahead.
your hair. No, but I'm just saying, like, look, they were marketing toward your typical like hooper, right?
Right.
Like you're gonna ball. But then after the fact, right? After his retirement, there was a period of time where there was nothing. There was no new ideas. Now, I'm not saying I don't know. Like there was nothing like coming out like, oh, here's the new Kobe. There's nothing. So all I know is, hey, this is what's up. That this is like your old retros. That's all we know. Like, why not come out with something new? I don't know whether the Kobe camp didn't go to Nike and say, hey, let's come up with a new shoe design, new line, right? Like there was nothing there. So now that he's passed and the deal is gone, it feels like a missed opportunity to me that they could have capitalized on him like on a casual line coming afterward.
After his death or after his retirement?
No, after his retirement.
Okay. Well, after the retirement, I agree with that sentiment, but I think they were probably walking that line because they held off after he died. They held off on coming out with new shoes, and I think they didn't want to be the company that was going to capitalize on somebody's death. And I think like you can bash them all you want for not coming out with a new shoe when they had the chance while he was alive, but you have to give them some credit for exercising some level of tact for not coming out with like all the variants and all the different colors of shoes and trying to give the appearance that they're trying to make some money off the death of one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Like I think you got to give them some level of credit in that regard.
That's what I hope. That's what I worry about with the Mambas. If that holds true and Vanessa has any say, she may want that thing readily available at all times. So I mean, you're not going to have any limited releases or anything like that. So I don't know if it loses any of the
It's hard, man.
Yeah.
The cash.
Yeah, like that's part of the culture that why we get into it is it's part of the game. Trying every weekend, buying them. You may want to flip them. You may want to keep them. Maybe you buy two because they're so hot. But if you just go walk into any Foot Locker, and just see a pair sitting on the shelves at all times, are you gonna always have that urge that I'm gonna buy it now? You're just gonna be like, I'll buy it next time. It looks good, but I'll buy it next time. And then next time becomes like 3 years later.
Now it's never. Well, we say that now, but I still think there's an opportunity to be had here because look, like whatever money they can get out of like maintaining his image and likeness moving forward, God bless them. Whatever works for them, like whatever they want to do, that's entirely on them. But those logos are trash. They need whomever they consulted, and perhaps that was something they did in house. I don't know, but it's just not a great look. And then all the different offerings, like the stuff that like refers to their daughter and like the kids, like it feels weird. It feels hinky. Like I don't know if I feel. I'm sure it all supports the family, so that's got to be a good thing. But it doesn't look great.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point,
like how much do they need to spend to buy that sheath logo from Nike? How much do they need to spend? Because
I think he actually has joint ownership or something with that logo. I believe,
no.
right?
DRB. I'm talking about the Mamba logo that they have.
The M.
The M wrapped around the bad arm barbed wire tattoo sheath. Like just the Mamba logo, the Kobe logo from Nike is a 10 out of 10, and it pains me to say it, but that thing is fantastic. But the conjured up Photoshop that they spent $50 to develop in house, it's garbage. And they got to get somebody else on that like post haste if they're going to try to make something out of that. But yeah.
Well, if they're gonna do it on their own and do it from scratch, I hope they take their time and do it the right way, because you wouldn't want to come out with just garbage, So I mean, there's probably a lot of people out there like me that if they put out a decent lineup of products, shoes, apparel, hats, I'm all in, man. So,
dude, you're wearing a garbage hat right now, so you're not above wearing something that's awful. We're overtime, so we can take this however we want to go. Look at that, Kunja coming your way for payment in exchange for all the goods and beverages that have made their way to the studio tonight. So thank you again.
It works great as a pooper scooper.
There we go. Very good. Yeah. So real quick, Grinch, I have a delivery date. I was nervous. They said it was shipped 4 days ago, but with no delivery date whatsoever. So like it's like that even by Nike standards, even during a pandemic, that seems a little off. But now I have a firm delivery date, so I'm not going to tell you guys, so nobody winds up camping out outside my door. But I've already threatened that I will get a Glock and make sure that nothing nefarious goes down. But I'll tell you this: before the announcement about the deal going to hell. Like the shoes were selling like right around $290, maybe around $300 at most. Now it's in the days since we're looking at just under $600.
Long hold.
Yeah.
Hold.
So I'm hoping. I shouldn't hope that they don't come to an agreement, because I think for the good of the world, having all those shoes come back out and them coming up with new Kobe designs, it's great. It would be good for everybody, but for my sake, I'm gonna hold on, as Jack would say, long hold.
If there's any deal, you immediately sell. Immediately.
You'd have no idea how quick I'm gonna sell now. Buy. Seller rating 95. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Hey man, are you guys Doyle dogging on my hoodie? You dogging on this?
Well, I think he's read the writing on the wall. He knows you're not above wearing garbage. So the hoodie, the hat, it's all one and the same.
You jerk. You know what?
Trash.
This is for Alex Smith and Jordan Reed.
Shout out to Alex Smith. I'm
If you said Jason Reed, I would have laughed so hard.
Alex, I'm so sorry that he paid tribute by wearing a $10 Walmart
Alan
hoodie. But
Smith, Jason Reed.
Jason Reed, did he write for The Athletic? Is that Jason Reed?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
One and the same. Real quick, how do we feel just collectively about the Zion ones? I kind of got the pulse in our chat. Oh man, you were the wild card. I knew Jack was hating, but Ice, you're not feeling those either.
Not for me, man. Like it's. I hate that he's like, I don't know. I know Zion's his name and they're trying to do the whole Z bit, but I don't know. It's so like, I don't know. It's so cliche. No thanks. You could have done better.
So you didn't like the Z thing? Seems a little too on the head, too on the nose. But you didn't get like any of the Jordan 11 vibes with that first colorway.
No.
Wow.
Not at all.
No. No.
Not a fan. Sorry.
Yes.
I mean, I felt like the response was way more positive in the chat, but I guess
I'm way happier and more into the latest. What was he was it 35 Jordan 35s? Is that what he came out with? Yeah. I like that. For a very long time, the Jordans was weak. Like that's why they keep doing these retros of these originals and colorways, because they can't sell anything else in between. But the 35s is actually one of the better ones that they came out in recent years. So I would say that as one of his first shoes coming out endorsing, I think they should have somehow did a derivative of that. 'Cause I think that was a good, like, it feels current, futuristic, modern, but a nod to the legacy of the Jordans.
Boys.
But man, I don't know, man. That
Do you think you can ball in those?
I don't know.
And 35s?
I can't tell.
You think those would
Yeah.
ever leave his closet? You out of your goddamn mind?
They have it in my
God,
size.
man,
I can't believe it.
I want to buy it,
And
but
your size
it's like-
too.
It's. I think
They're on
don't-
sale
you know what?
from Nike.
These are
They're on sale.
this is the shoe that I'm talking about.
This
Like,
is that shit.
the what we just talked about for the Mambas, this is that shoe where I feel like I can always get the 35s and they look pretty good, but I keep saying I'm gonna get it next time. I'll wait till next week, and here we are. What, a year later? I don't know, and I still haven't gotten it.
Oh my god.
So I don't know. But I really like it though. Like every time I look at it, I take it's like a double take. I'm like, that looks good, but I just can't get myself to add to cart and check.
Buy the
out.
fucking shoe. Are you out of your mind? Jesus. If we're way over time by this point, but if we're going out on the limb, we're gonna say some wildly outrageous shit. I will put the Russ why nots on the same level as the Kobe shoes, because they're, I think, did you said
I
you
got
bought
one.
you
Yeah.
had a pair of
Yeah.
the Russes.
I play in
So
them.
They are very good basketball shoes.
Great.
They may not be as aesthetically pleasing, but in terms of functionality, like they're like probably at the top of the heap when it comes to Nike basketball shoes. So
I ain't rolling my ankles in those for
there
sure.
you go. Yeah. But as far as the 35s go, I'll go even further. They have not come out with a bad Air Jordan shoe since 30.
Is 30
Sure.
is 30 the one that was like a nod to one where they did the knit to leather?
Strike that. From 31 to 35. They've not come out with a bad one since. Because 31 to
30s
35.
look bad.
30s are bad, right?
The 30s
Yeah,
look bad.
but I'll say this:
They
the
don't look good
28s
at
were
all.
good. The 28s were fantastic. But the 31 through 35,
look back
they're all
here.
nods to like the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, and 5s.
The 28s, really?
Yeah.
28s look
28s,
I
like
don't
that's
know.
another functional basketball shoe. Like they were.
Says the guy who loved the Zion 2s or whatever we're on.
Who, me?
Yeah, he.
I don't think
Yeah,
those words ever
you
came
love
out of my
design
mouth.
too.
Yeah, 31.
They are going for like 500. Though.
The Zions?
The 28s.
The 28s?
No, the Zion.
500s?
Yes. Yes.
The 28s.
Because you can't find that
my
fucking shoe.
goodness.
You can't find it anywhere. Like
No one bought it.
I'm saying the year the shoe came out, I could not find it anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yes, they were top of the heap. I'm telling you. But 31 through 35, they have not missed since. That's gonna be a hot take that we will take. I will take to the grave. But
31.
yeah,
Those look
We
trash.
may need to put this up on social media so everyone can get a refresher.
I
and
need it.
See this lineup.
man,
31s
Lloyd's
are
mad as
not
shit
that
because
I'm
he's got
on
the
it.
30s.
I'm gonna post it this week. We'll take a look.
Oh,
we'll
God.
see if you're spot on.
Oh,
31 to
please.
current.
Yeah,
Tell the
let's do
world.
it.
Okay,
Tell the
31
world
to
my story.
current.
We're over time. Do we want to talk about anything else before we get out of here? Zion 1s, we already covered that. Next week we're going to talk about.
Can we just give a quick love to Shang-Chi? I think it would be
cares?
wrong of us to just not mention it. You know, of all podcasts. Come on.
I said it immediately. Cue the Asian driver jokes. Like the shit's gonna come hot and heavy, and I was actually surprised by the lack of Asian driver jokes that came in the wake of, or did not come in the wake of the trailer's release. But that thing looks unstoppable. Like we might just be so ginned up for Marvel shit right now that like the fact we haven't seen a proper movie in so long, like we're ready to
Looks
just
good.
just drop
Not
bombs
bad,
on this.
not bad.
It looks fantastic. And the part that is so heartening to me is that everyone sees this and sees that Marvel can do a good kung fu styled film and realize how badly they fucked up with Iron Fist. Like just like. And the fact that they casted this Loras from Game of Thrones, they cast him as Iron Fist and just watched him fuck it up from beginning to end, or may not even have been his fault. Just the fact that the show was so poorly executed compared to what we're seeing play out with Shang-Chi in September 3rd. Are we gonna go watch together? I hope.
By then, damn right. I mean, there shouldn't be any reason why we shouldn't.
Jack.
It's just,
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I'm buying him a hazmat suit. That's the only way we're gonna fucking make this happen.
we have to go out west. That's the only way.
You do. You gotta meet me halfway.
We gotta go out west and we gotta go away from Lloyd, evidently, because he wasn't feeling the trailer. But I guess it's just us. I don't know. Look, Lloyd, I'll be honest. I have no file on Shang-Chi whatsoever. But that thing, like, it's got the perfect Marvel like dosages for everything you need for a good summer Marvel film. Like, it's funny, like it looks like it's poignant, it's you know, it's cool. lot of like jumping and throwing buses at
Great at math. Just kidding.
My God. he'll calculate tip on your bill. Like the guy he can do no wrong.
No, I think the end of that trailer was the only part that bugged me. I think the
bus.
Yeah, the bus scene. Like, I think if they just scrapped that, it would have been fine as a trailer. I think it kind of, it's a teaser. They even put it out as a teaser. So as a tease to get just a glimpse of who Shang-Chi is and like the story that they're about to tell and you know, it was good. It was good enough as a teaser. That little end, I think they just needed to give Awkwafina some shine, and I just
need
felt like
more Awkwafina. I need more Awkwafina.
I think that's what threw the whole thing off, but because the tone
too much Awkwafina.
It was too different. The tone was different. If they sprinkled in comedy throughout the teaser, okay, sure, but everything was such a Marvel action flick up until bus scene, and I was like, you know, I mean, there was a cool split kick, but you know.
But no Kumail Nanjiani, so that definitely took it down
When
a
are
point
they
or
going to
two.
give me that teaser? I want that teaser.
Better keep praying.
Oh my God.
We ain't talking about it tonight.
He's
Don't
a
worry,
hottie.
No.
You know that's a hottie.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, we got to get the hell out of here. We're way over. Apologies for going so far over, even though we started late. But we had to get back. We had to make right by the folks who hung around for the bullshit that preceded the show. So thank you to everybody who tuned in early. We apologize for starting, I guess, at our normal time. But we're here. We're queer. Get used to it, and we'll do better. I think we have a good setup moving forward. Do we not?
I would hope so.
If Jack can get his kids to bed, I think we have a good setup moving forward. So
It's not my fault. You guys had the wrong input, codec.
you are the last person to be speaking up right now.
That's all I heard.
This guy.
I'm sorry.
This guy.
I'm gonna break into his new house and drag my balls across his forehead. my surgically repaired
you know
balls.
where it is. Exactly. I will be in the area tomorrow, so I can pick up these snacks.
Oh, all right. I'll go ahead and start cutting up these bags right here, right now.
Just do it.
Don't you worry. I will not handle my balls before I do that. Real quick, Jack, as your penance, shouldn't be a penance. I mean, it should be a privilege to say a good evening to our friends at Mondo.
Mondo, yes. Mondo works with major artists and studios to forge beautifully designed licensed products that navigate pop culture. It started with posters, then soundtrack LPs, and has blossomed into the ever-expanding hydra of art-forward entertainment collectibles that we now call home. Hop on over to Mondo today by clicking on the Mondo banner at badslant.com/support and browse their endless variety of entertainment collectibles while supporting the show.
For show. Yeah, vaccinated teabag. I'm pretty sure I will be fully vaccinated by the time I commit any acts of violence against one JJ. But that's neither here nor there. Happy trails, Alex Smith, Jordan Reed. one last time, I appreciate everything they did for the Washington football team or the Redskins, what have you. Safe travels to them as they venture on to retirement. And I think we got some draft shit to talk about perhaps in the next week, right?
Possibly.
Number 19, big 19. It's going down in the DM. Okay, we're way over time, but again, thank you guys for tuning in this week. We will do better, I promise. Watch.badslant.com is the way moving forward, and it wouldn't kill you. It wouldn't hurt us any if you dropped a few shekels through that website and donate or send us a tip. We can spend it on more Terramana and Zoa for sure. Okay, well, we're gonna hang around on the Twitch for a while, and then we'll probably jump over to Discord. But next week we got a lot of shit to talk about: Falcon, Winter Soldier, the whole bit, and we're gonna eat some food. Maybe Jack will share in the eating experience as well. But until then, we're gonna press a button and do the thing, and there we go.
we made it.
I don't know if we made it. We finished. Making it is a completely different story, but I digress. We're good. It's almost 11. We'll be all right. We're gonna be all right. You get a new sweater by next week?
Man, just for Alex Smith, man.
God bless.
Alex Smith and Jordan Reed, those two, man. When they're healthy, those are elite players. It's just they're never healthy.
I need you to get a healthier sweater because that sweater is flabby and sick.
So you guys gotta give them some respect, man. Put some respect on their name.
You're the worst. Okay, well, until next week, thank you everybody for hanging around. We apologize. This is awful. Jack, take us out.
Up here, I'm already gone.
And we're out. If the file saves. Analyzing. Enhance. 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 God bless America. Only had to do 90 minutes to get an hour's worth of show. Fucking hell. Y'all have to have better sign-off faces. Dude, I don't know what the fuck is in that energy drink, but yeah, there's no way there's going to be a smiling face at the end of that. There's some weird shit in there. I love The Rock, but there's definitely some horse tranquilizer in that bitch, for sure. God, man, Lloyd's on fire. Like, he criticizing our start time, talking about our faces as we sign off. Jesus, man. I think we've empowered the DRB far too much.
What, if you want to smile all day?
Wee, little shenanigans. Dude, man, I can't put on the happy face for everybody, man. Fuck. I got kids now. I got a kid now. Why didn't you pour Zoa into your vodka?
Would that work? Oh, yeah. That would probably work better.
Dude, tequila has such a specific taste. We're pouring fucking orange energy drink into tequila. It's the weirdest bit. You gonna do some work tonight? Yeah, appreciate Lloyd coming in like a goddamn banshee after giving us the heave-ho when we couldn't figure our shit out. So, props to you, the DRB. Respect. Okay, honestly, I think so. This was a clusterfuck to start, and nobody's gonna ever mistake it for anything otherwise. But if we have that plugged into the thing with the thing, I think we got something good. We might need to like pot up Jack just a hair, but I think we got something. I think we have the way ahead. This is the way. Ice is getting fucking bombed right now, right here in front of my very eyes. So, look at that. So you don't consume any caffeine, like any coffee whatsoever, when you start your day?
Nope.
Wow.
I can't.
Not even
Yeah,
for
you can.
like for functionality, like for logistical purposes, you won't even do it.
I don't like coffee. I like coffee flavored stuff. I haven't found a good coffee that I enjoy. Like, I like Vietnamese coffee, but there's just a shit ton of condensed milk, so I'm trying to cut back on all the sweet stuff. So you can't start your every morning with Vietnamese coffee, right? Some cafe soda.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Dude, an entire country starts their day with cafe soda.
Really?
And for some damn reason,
Pretty much. Pretty much.
That can't be good for you though, right? To have that much condensed milk every day as
Bro.
part of your daily routine.
Have you seen like your typical Vietnamese person? They're skinny as fuck, bro.
yeah, dude, go for a walk.
They don't have my genes, man.
Yeah, they do. You share the gene pool.
That's true.
No, his genes are H&M. I'm just saying, like, look, the entire fucking country starts their day with Marlboro Lights and cafe soda, and somehow, some way, they make it to 90. Like, we're doing something wrong here. I'm just saying, if you're saying that's the one part that's keeping you from experiencing the good life, like, we got to fix. There's something in there that
I mean, that thing
needs
that's
critical repair.
That's the one coffee I could drink every day. Like, I know I enjoy the flavor, I enjoy the drink. I make a horrible cafe soda. So I would need some lessons.
You say a horrible cafe soda, so I think that sets the die in the wrong direction.
Yep.
So like, if I can figure out how to make a legit glass of that, I would consider it. But
Bro, I think there are Starbucks drinks that you will enjoy all the same. I swear
no,
to God.
I tried that Frappuccino thing.
Fuck a frap. No.
No.
If you're talking like trying to
God.
get like a little bit of sweet and like enough calories to where or the calorie intake that won't like set you back for the entire day. You have to start going down like the almond milk type of route. I'm
And
telling you.
that's keto friendly though, right?
Exactly.
Ah. Are you on the keto diet?
No.
Woody, are you keto?
Me? No.
Hell no.
No, after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, I'm hip hop keto.
Kino. Keto?
Wait,
Kino.
no, that's Power Rangers. Goddamn, I fucked the whole thing up.
Kino's in Ninja Turtles 2, the
Yes.
pizza delivery guy.
Yes. Now I was thinking hip hop keto, which was the thing that the Black Ranger did in Power Rangers.
Zach.
Worst.
His name is Zach.
That guy. I take everything back. You know what? Ice, live your life. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ninja rap.
That's my favorite. I got so excited when I saw Vanilla Ice popped up at the end of that.
How fucking sad is that?
It was the best. I was like, oh my God, my worlds are colliding. That was a great movie. Part 2. Toka and Razor. Super Shredder. I was so sad that we didn't get to see more Super Shredder.
Wait, you mean Kevin Nash in a big metal helmet?
Is that really who it was? I've heard the rumors.
You bet your sweet ass it was Kevin Nash.
Damn. That was cool, man. Like, the voice was cool. The outfit was cool.
Okay, he wasn't doing the voice, but he was
He
definitely
was
in the
he was
scene.
like punching through piers and stuff. That's cool, man.
Hey, again, thank you, Kunja. This I drank through all my Terramana, and I was judged to no end by my brother-in-law because I didn't have Terramana readily available. So, thank you for getting the studio back hooked up for sure.
That's you guys. I met Zach, the Black Ranger.
I'll do you one better. I met the black guy.
You
from
wanna go
Mortal
there?
Kombat 1, who had his soul taken by Shang Tsung after Liu Kang kicked him in the face.
That guy's cooler.
Your soul is mine. Yes, exactly, Jack. Oh, and apparently I met the guy who played Sub-Zero, but he was without
What, this
mask.
the new one?
No, the old one.
The good one.
He was too busy shopping for Chucks while I was working.
Oh,
But,
that's Sub-Zero.
yeah, exactly.
Did you guys watch the 7-minute
Nope.
clip?
Going in fresh.
Jack?
What? I did.
You
Going in
did?
fresh.
Yeah.
Going in fresh.
Looks good.
You know,
I'm excited.
So the thing is, I wasn't gonna watch
Okay,
it
here it
until I saw that it was the first 7 minutes. I didn't want to get like
Fucked
in
up.
middle of the movie 7 minutes because that'll
That's
spoil,
a weird bit.
that'll spoil everything.
I know.
But getting the first 7 minutes is fine because they would never spoil the whole movie in the first 7 minutes. Like they would never. Like that's just dumb.
Imagine if you watched Infinity War.
Right.
If they gave you the first 7 minutes right after break, how fucked up? Like how disappointed would you be in seeing that first? Because that is a gangbuster.
That's pretty crazy how that movie started.
Exactly. Imagine if you saw something on that level out of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it was a great first 7 minutes.
Hey Kunja,
Pretty good.
I did the hand mixing, like without a blender of the Delonia coffee.
That's not the same, right? You can't do it by hand.
Oh no, I did it by hand.
Damn, he got good wrist action.
I think that's why my body's so fucked up now. It's that one day just trying to mix. Dude, you do some weird fucked up shit when you're trying to pass the time during a fucking pandemic. But
How can you do that? I watched one of those hand mixers, how fast that thing goes. Like your hand just, that's a lot of mixing to be comparable to a hand mixer.
some people just walk in the sun, man.
Damn,
I'll tell you.
dude.
But yeah,
Was it good? Did you like it?
it was too sweet. I'll say that. Far too sweet.
Was it strong though? Right? It was strong.
Not strong enough. I think the sweet overtook the strong. So
I don't disagree with you with the sweetness. When the wifey made me a glass, it was definitely sweet, but it was strong, man. I had the jitters like within minutes of finishing it. I felt like the headache was coming on. It was intense.
okay, maybe don't drink coffee. This not Kunja. I definitely had to take a few breaks in between. Like I was whipping like I was a rapper. It was whipping hard, like left, right, and center, just all over the place. But yeah, I definitely should have. I think it might have been the brand of coffee that I used, the instant coffee. It was the Trung Nguyen brand of coffee, which may or may not
Win. I don't think you're supposed to use that one. Aren't you supposed to use a specific brand?
It's instant coffee.
Yeah.
That's all. Just instant coffee.
Yeah, you're supposed to use instant.
Yeah,
coffee.
that's all it is.
The hell's a Trung Nguyen instant coffee?
He's a heavyweight when it comes to the Vietnamese coffee game. I'm just saying. But yeah, it could have been the brand. I don't know. But either way, it was way too sweet for our taste, and we are the type that drink coffee like black, so that might have played into it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think when we made it, we used like regular like Folgers, like just like strong, like a lot of it.
Did you say Folgers in my house?
I don't know. I think it was
That's
Folgers.
not strong at all. You may as well just drink water.
Why don't you just go to the NAACP and just say the N word like nonstop? Like, do that.
That's terrible. Folgers is instant coffee. I mean, it's not strong.
It's instant though, right? They make instant coffee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it is
Pretty
Folgers. then.
much. Yeah.
It was.
I hate you.
You know what I really want? I wish I appreciated coffee. I want to get that whole like Chemex setup. It seems like if
I'm
you
gonna spit in your fucking face.
I
Are
feel
you
like
kidding me?
I feel like if you go scientific with it like that, like the coffee has to be better, right? Like it has to be.
You
like,
gave me an acre of shit for having the Friends Chemex deal. Like you called me a coffee douche or something.
You're. That's why I don't own one.
And now you want one. Like what the fuck?
I like what it looks like, but I just can't get myself to. That's one. That's another one of those. I can't buy one of those.
This is so fucking.
I just
infuriating.
like what it. I think it looks is that the process seems cool and it looks cool, but I don't know. It just,
Chemex is the shit. Kunja can confirm it's the shit. And
pretty
you
good.
called me a
Yeah,
dickhead
it's
for
good.
God knows how long. Fuck.
so much work.
Oh my god. If you put Folgers in a Chemex, I'm gonna fucking break into your house and steal your Tesla.
Do you have to use a? Do you have to use a specific type of coffee for Chemex, or can you use anything?
Just don't use
Don't use
Folgers.
Folgers. That's pretty much the baseline. Don't use Folgers.
Oh, can you use
Pretty
that
much.
same the one they use for Vietnamese coffee? That same tin can. Does that work? Or not really?
Wait.
Cafe
are you talking
Du
about
Monde.
the can or
Yeah,
the coffee?
Dumont,
What are
the
you talking about?
Dumont one.
Cafe
Yeah.
Du Monde. Yeah.
I don't think so. You're not supposed to use like an espresso grind for Chemex. Like it needs to be not fine ground, but like just ground coffee.
Okay.
So the Cafe Du Monde, I don't think is an espresso grind, so I think you're okay. But yeah, anything finer than that is probably not going to do you good with the Chemex. Fuck, I can't believe I'm coaching you through this. Fuck.
Trust me. I don't know if it's a good thing to get in the coffee, but I just feel like enough people drink it that I'm like, I feel abnormal to not enjoy coffee. So I'm like, maybe
You
I
are
have
weird.
It took me a long time to get into sushi, so I was like, okay, maybe over time I have to actually try coffee.
I remember this. It hurts so bad.
I used to only like the cook rolls, like California rolls and things like that. So jerk.
Hey, fun fact, I've broken 2 Chemexes during the pandemic, so there you go. I'm currently without a Chemex.
What's wrong with Folgers with the filter on?
I'm gonna need you to stop saying outrageous shit tonight. 'Cause
Please stop saying words.
I've had my fill for just like completely like off the reservation type of nonsense. Like,
Oh yeah, Doyle. I've tried the mocha at Starbucks before. I think it's good. That one's not too bad. That's doable, but
I don't think you guys like coffee. I think that's like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But like trying to fit that square
Yeah.
peg into a round hole, like, you know,
that's like chocolate coffee, right? Like they I saw
it's
them
hot.
pour.
It's hot
That's-
chocolate and coffee. That's what a mocha is.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's up my
Yeah.
alley.
It's not really coffee.
That doesn't that doesn't count as coffee.
Mochas? Nah.
It's for kids. It's for kids.
Unless you're drinking, you can get away with. I mean, obviously you can drink it black, but if you drink Americano, you can. That's a coffee, or a cappuccino. It's with milk. Yeah.
I think he needs a
if you're
flat
not
white.
drinking coffee.
What's
Flat
that?
white. Flat whites are pretty good.
If you like,
What's the one?
go ahead, Jack.
What the blonde roast that Starbucks has is pretty mild. So that's sort of like your medium. You can drink that. That's pretty good. I've had that as an Americano. Like I drink my coffee typically just black. So
Blonde roast Americano is like the go-to coffee drink.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good because it doesn't have that burnt taste that typically has that Starbucks has. So that's sort of your lighter fare. So if you're gonna go with a lighter coffee, you can go with that.
I tried doing the you know how they sell like chocolate stirring sticks? I tried stirring a coffee
What
with one
the
of those.
fuck is that?
That is not good. That doesn't
That does
do it.
not exist in my vernacular. I just want to make that clear. Perfect.
Well, the Koreans have instant coffee. They have those sticks that you pour into just
What
water.
the fuck is a
I
coffee,
mean,
a chocolate stick though?
They
No, it's an instant coffee. So that the way that they do it, it's like it looks like a long, sort of like a straw, but you pour it into your water and you stir it.
What
That's
I'm
how
saying,
they drink it.
He's making it sound like he has a Pepperidge Farm Pirouette that he's like stirring his coffee drink with. You know?
I think we got it
Pretty
from
much.
Trader Joe's. They make like a chocolate stick, and then it's just you just stir this thing into stuff, and then if it melts, then chocolate becomes part of that drink. Like maybe it was made for hot chocolate. Maybe that's what it was for.
This is offensive on so many levels. Phil's not a fan of Starbucks espresso. You know what? Like their normal roast espresso is probably like a bit too dark, but I think that's where the blonde espresso is actually like pitch perfect, or about as close as you can get with Starbucks.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, that hot chocolate bomb with the coffee. Haven't tried that one. That might be all right. Oh, pour
I think Jack is getting a migraine right now.
Vietnamese coffee on top of that. That might be pretty good.
What?
I gotta learn not to get so triggered by this shit. I gotta learn that, you know, there are differing opinions, but
I'm trying to. I'm just telling you the ways. Like I'm trying to learn coffee. And
have you had a Nitro cold brew?
No.
Have you had any of their cold brew at all?
Ooh, he has one. No, I have not.
Look at that.
Green berries.
This had liquor in it. This
That's
had
gross.
liquor in it.
PSLs are good in the proper season and environment, so I won't disparage it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like their cold brew, but they charge more than it's worth. Yeah, that's fair. I will actually pay the premium to get the Nitro cold brew, just because it will fucking light you up with caffeine, and
Yeah.
it's a smooth
Something's
flavor.
weird about it though, because remember what's that snack place in Clarendon, the bake shop. The bake shop had a Vietnamese coffee cold brew or something like that.
Yes.
And
They
I-
have a Vietnamese
yes.
coffee cake too.
Yeah, the cake is great. I
Fantastic.
tried the cold brew. It was different. I was like, "What the hell is this?" I was expecting like your traditional like Vietnamese coffee, but it tasted different.
That's because it's made for Anglos, so that's
Oh.
why you like it.
I don't know what. I don't like it.
You don't like it
I didn't like the cold brew. It tasted different.
because it's made for Anglos.
That's why. Okay. I couldn't explain it. It didn't taste like coffee. It
I don't
tasted-
say that in a disparaging manner. I'm saying that our taste, our palates are different compared to like white people spicy is different from like Thai guy spicy. Is that fair?
right. Yes.
Because you like northern Thai food and
Yes.
you want your head blown off with
Right.
spices.
Yes.
And Charles in Charge will not feel the same way when he goes to Taste of Thai. You know what I mean?
True that. Cold brew though. Not a fan so far.
I hate everything about your.
This
coffee.
conversation has gone in a way that I don't think I was ready for. I'm here to die on a vine for coffee, but evidently the opposition is ready to throw that back in our faces. I'll say this: if you like Vietnamese iced coffee,
Yes.
I think there's a shaken espresso from Starbucks now. You can get it with like yes, it's got the strength of the coffee, but it also has a sweet cream or like a vanilla.
Do you have
like,
to ask for that, or is that actually on the
Ooh.
menu?
There's an ice shaken espresso.
So sweet.
It's very sweet.
Sweet.
Then no, thank you.
You don't like not too sweet?
Nope. I'm difficult. I'm
fucking
sorry.
riddle.
I know.
Jesus.
I know. It's difficult. I'm not a big fan of sweets. I mean, obviously, Oreos. I can't. I don't enjoy the cream. Like it, just like so. Like
How are you with almond milk? Let me ask you that.
I never had it.
Jack is having a fucking aneurysm right now. Just gonna make that clear.
You're gaslighting
So
me, right?
gaslighting.
You're gaslighting me.
No, I don't like. I don't know. It's weird. Like I'm not a fan of sweets.
Oh, it's weird, all right.
Yeah. So like my the wifey always thinks I'm weird. Like when we like there's like dessert or cookies or cakes in the house, and she's trying to make me eat it. I'm like, hell no, I don't want that crap. It's not even like, it's just like a preference. I don't like sweet stuff.
So not too sweet is what you're saying.
I get sweet cravings like once a month. Aside from that, I don't like sweets. I'm not a fan.
All right. Let me make one suggestion to you,
All right.
and you can take it or leave it.
Okay.
I won't be offended.
All right.
Honey almond milk cold brew.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So my go-to is the
Is that from Starbucks?
Starbucks. What?
Is that
Yes,
from
it is.
Starbucks?
So
Okay.
my go-to is the honey almond milk nitro cold brew, where there's no ice in it whatsoever. So no ice. I'm sure that will rubs you the wrong way. But honey almond milk cold brew. It's an ice cold brew coffee with almond milk and a little bit of honey powder in it. So it gives you
A little subtle sweetness.
a little bit of sweetness.
Okay. Sounds good already.
But it's non-dairy, so if I think that's keto friendly. The fact that it's not dairy, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet. So I think that's the biggest takeaway I can give to you. in
Okay.
this.
I can try that. That sounds okay.
Yes. So
Besides like all this fancy milk stuff, I don't know about that, but I'll try it.
Did you hear that Starbucks was doing boba somewhere in the country?
Like actual with boba or like boba flavored stuff like
No, boba.
No,
I'm pretty sure that's West Coast, but
It's weird.
yeah.
They feel the competition. They feel the heat. They have to.
Phil says he drinks his coffee black, so I'm with you, ice. Vietnamese iced coffee is the only sweet I'll do. I mean, hey,
He doesn't even drink coffee. Why would you
He's
be
with
on his
me.
side?
He gets it.
you're not on his side. Like you're just placating this man. Like let him live on this island by himself.
Damn right.
Oh my-
Vietnamese iced coffee. That's why I'm like, I feel guilty drinking it because it's so sweet. So you know it's not good for you. But that's the one drink that I can have all the time. If there's a way I can drink that every day that doesn't like make me feel like shit, I would. But
What's the iced coffee place that you go to that you try to sell me on?
TDM, because they opened this place up in like down the street from my house, and you could get it with boba, and that's usually what people do. But I just go in there. I say no toppings, no sea salt
No top.
foam, no nothing. I just want your strongest. I get the double, so I get the Vietnamese coffee double. No boba.
Dude, my double.
No foam, no salt, sea salt, and it's great. It's strong. It'll keep you up all night. That's all I need.
Fucks you up like Percocet.
yeah.
They're opening one of those in Fairfax Circle.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They got a big ass sign.
Of course you saw it.
You can't miss it.
Can't. Right next to F45.
But yeah, their Vietnamese coffee is good, man. I give it to them. It's actually really strong.
They got the nice crushed ice. So I'll take that.
Yeah. Don't let it sit too long because then that thing melts. So I actually have to put in less ice too, because then I don't want them to dilute the coffee. You want it pure, that instant headache.
You are a fucking riddle. Are you kidding me? Like it's too watery, except it's too strong. So like,
No, because if you get the normal ice and you let it sit, the ice dilutes the flavor, so then it dilutes everything about the coffee, which it's whack. So you have to like drink it right away with less ice, so it doesn't change the flavor too much. Yes, I promise. That's
I don't know who you're promising.
I'm telling you, that's the way to order. All right, next time if we ever do the show from the Batcave again, I'm gonna get you another one. You're gonna try this thing.
No, I think we decided with the way everything's set up, we have to do the show here now until infinity.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the way that they do it, I feel like what they do is they scoop the cup first with crushed ice to the brim, and then they fill it with like a shot of coffee. And then the ice starts melting a little bit, and that's not cool, man.
Hey, Kuncha, I think his tolerance is too low. He needs to build the tolerance, is what it is. Honestly, like if it gives you a headache, then okay, maybe back the shit off. I'm just saying, like you want to stay up, but you don't want the headache. Like pick one. You can't have both.
I need to get work done, so I try to find a solution that works. And Vietnamese coffee works better than energy drinks, but then I have a problem sleeping. So energy drinks I sleep better with, but only certain brands, because I've tried Bang, Zoa, Red Bull, Monster, Adrenaline.
Who's the leader?
Bang is the strongest. If I really need to pull an all-nighter, Bang is the one. That's the go-to. That'll keep me up all night. I probably don't even need to sleep if I didn't want to on Bang. Monster is the second strongest. That one keeps me up, but eventually it fades. Zoa is right after that. Red Bull and all that stuff actually doesn't work for me. Like when I drink Red Bull or any of those like kickstart stuff, like I can actually go to sleep just fine. Like if I'm tired, I'll just fall asleep.
I'll tell you what, these turtle chips keep me up.
Did you eat the whole bag?
Now there's half a bag left. This fucking bag is unstoppable. Fuck. It's so good. Jeez, thank you, Kunja. I'm gonna buy these like every week, every time I go to fucking H Mart.
Yeah, so there you go. Bang, if you need the full strength. Monster, close second, and then Zoa. I say that would be the go-to. Vietnamese coffee is actually, I feel like Vietnamese coffee is right, probably neck and neck with the Bang. Though those two keep me up.
This is a good, helpful information right here. Useful, for sure. I'm still drinking tequila, so.
Gives you the shits too. Oh man.
What, Bang gives you the shits?
No, Vietnamese coffee
Oh,
because
God.
it's coffee. Whatever they put in coffee makes you shit.
It's a natural diuretic.
That's not
Yeah,
good
man,
for you.
you know that. You drink that immediately. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go.
I don't like that feeling. At least the energy just keeps me up. The other one makes me like, yeah. I'm not gonna get into details, no. But
Give us a detail.
Four Loko. Oh yeah. You know what? I haven't tried.
Fuck off.
I haven't tried Four Loko in a very long time. I
You
don't.
just did tonight.
I I thought they changed up the recipe, right? Like the original one, wasn't
Yeah,
it
they
like
did.
insane?
Yeah, it was bad.
So
It was.
I don't know what it is now compared to what it was back then. So
Less chemicals, probably.
were people drinking it to get like drunk, or were they drinking it to like just have energy and stuff? Like originally.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you're just trying to. You're drinking to get fucked up. That's all it was.
Damn, it was like that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I drank it like a couple of times. I was like, I'm never drinking this again. This is terrible. We're gonna die at 60. The shit we drank and did to our bodies and to ourselves.
Oh God, man. Remember your dumbass that one time where like back in the day you made me take like a big gulp of like gin or something? You jerk. Man.
That was the first time. That was the first time we ever got drunk, like on New Year's. New Year's Eve. New Year Eve. Yeah.
Fucking dumbass, man. That's what you get.
You threw up. You threw up everywhere. It wasn't my house. I didn't care.
I threw up on you, didn't I? Or was it on the couch?
Uh,
I felt like
It was on the couch.
Yeah.
It was close. It was on the couch. I did not get thrown up on. I would have destroyed you, or at least been very upset.
But that was all.
'Cause I
That
was
was all
really
you're
drunk.
doing. Or
It was. I was like, yo, drink this. Yo, it's just water. You took a huge swig of it, and you're like, this isn't water, and like it just
boom. It was over.
Boom.
I
was
think
like-
that was the last thing I
was like-
remembered. Right after that.
Right. I was like, oh shit. And then where we were at, like our friend's house, his parents walked in, and we're like, yeah. Like I don't know what happened. He just threw up everywhere. And that was it. That was a wrap. That was a fun. That was a fun.
That
night.
was a fun night.
Wait, what tastes like Pay Thinner? What?
From what I remember, were you there that night too? I couldn't remember. I was so freaking hurt. It was like
happened?
New Year's. It was a New Year's Eve party,
That sounds about right.
and then I remember Jack was there because I.
Oh, was that when you puked on Jack's hand?
yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Oh, it was the hand. That's what. It was. The hand. That's what it was.
Like Jack's hand was extended in friendship, and all of a sudden Ice was like, bleh. Just painted his arm from forearm to wrist. Just bleh.
That's what he gets, man. He tried to trick me.
He gave him a glass of water.
my
It was actually gin.
He was like, "Hey, you need water, bro. You need water, bro. Here you go. Take this." And I was thirsty. I believed him. I trusted him. My good friend.
Don't ever trust Jack. We trusted Jack to
I
start the show on time tonight.
Oh.
Terrible decision. And,
I chugged that thing like it was.
was it Austin's house?
That was pretty bad.
No, it was
no,
it was
no, no.
John's.
No,
house.
no,
Oh, John Ponto.
John.
No, not that
oh,
John.
No,
The other
no,
John.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah, it was a bad time.
holy moly, that wasn't the same night as the incident, right? We don't have to talk about the incident.
Which incident?
Yeah, there's many.
The
Point on the doll where they touched you.
at Bradlick, the intersection of Bradlick, that incident.
I think I'm
What are
out.
we talking about?
Okay, so maybe it wasn't that. I swear,
it
maybe it was that
No,
night.
It wasn't.
Okay, maybe it wasn't that night.
We didn't leave the house after.
Nah, we were at the house for
Okay.
a New York minute.
Yeah, warm gin, warm gin, warm gin. Yes, Doyle. That's bad.
Look, I like gin quite a bit now in my life, but at that stage, I can't imagine that being anything you want after an evening of drinking anything and everything in your path.
And imagine, how you gulp down water when you're thirsty. Just flip it for a gin.
You were already gone by that point.
I know.
Yeah, you're pretty fucked up.
That's bad, man. That's a lot.
That was like you getting off of the exit ramp, and then as you consume it, like fuck it, I'm just gonna jump off the overpass. Like that's what just happened. Like you just went from 0 to 100, and then like full stop.
You're welcome.
Your hand's welcome.
Hey Lloyd, I don't think they sell the Snoop Dogg gin in Virginia.
Did he
yet.
make gin too?
It's like Indigo or Indigo or some shit.
Oh, that
Yeah.
thing that he was plugging. Oh, that's what that was.
I'll drink the shit out of it. I'll try it, just like anybody, but I don't think it's available
I
in
don't know.
the Commonwealth.
After that wine, I don't want to try any of his stuff. That wine was gross. I'm not a
Dude,
fan of that.
I get mixed reviews on that. You're the one dissenting opinion for sure.
Hey, man, I have another bottle completely unopened. It's all yours if you want it.
Dude, we can chug it alongside like some Korean shrimp chips. Like, I don't give a fuck. We'll do this whole thing from top to bottom.
Shit, man, I'll bring it here. If you want, if you dare to try it, I'll bring it here, man. I will not open that bottle.
Hey Jack, do you want me to put it into a small like gallon bag or like a quart size Ziploc?
I don't
Just
want.
let me
I
know.
don't
Put
want
a
any
little
of that.
water bottle to go.
I got that too. I got
want any of
the ball jars. We can do that too.
Oh man.
You are the only person I know that doesn't like that wine.
No way,
I
really?
just see like,
That
I see
wine tastes
rave
like
reviews.
ass, man. I'm sorry. That
and you would know what acid tastes like. Drinking
It
that
was
gin,
New
you
Year's
know it.
Eve in 1999, and it was the first time I tasted ass.
Do you remember what year was that? 97, 96?
It
No,
had
it
to
was
be, yeah.
90.
we were still in high school, so it had to be like late 90s.
It would be a
Yeah.
full 10 years before Pitbull would do his first New Year's Eve bash. And, a time that we'll never forget. Dale. Yeah, I don't know, man. You're on an island when it comes to the bashing of the Snoop Dogg wine, but we can all agree.
Hey,
like,
man.
a
I'll bring
fistful of warm gin. Not a good idea in high school. for
All right.
sure.
Well, I'll bring it. I'll bring it next week. But we probably can't do it on next week's show because we have plenty of soju and snacks to get
God,
to.
fuck.
But
Maybe should we go ahead and designate what we're gonna do next week so that we don't have to like do a lot of guesswork?
yeah, I'd say primarily let's start the show with snacks and
Well,
and-
shit, we have to split all the snacks and give half of them to Jack, right? So we have to. We
Well,
don't have to keep doing this.
Well, we can't do half because we
A
all got to
third.
try it. So
Okay.
somehow,
Yeah,
some
a
way,
third.
we have to label them and
Keep
put them
coming out
in.
with funky ass shit like every single day.
Jack, you said
May
tomorrow.
I?
Are you-
I'm coming tomorrow. I'll come tomorrow. I gotta.
What are you
I'll
doing
be in
over
the
here?
area tomorrow.
The fuck are you
I
doing?
have to take my lovely dog to the vet.
The
and
vet's
it's
here?
cause to his house.
Is it the one on
Yeah, it's
Burke Station Road?
Little River. Yes. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Too.
So I'll be in the area.
Cool.
It's perfect time.
Fantastic. Give me like an hour heads up, and then I'll go ahead and just split everything up so that you will have it all.
Oh yeah.
Kunja, you're too nice. She keeps trying to provide more for the show.
Kunja, you go too far, Kunja. Thank you for all you do.
She felt like these snacks wasn't enough. She wanted to do more. I'm
What?
like,
He's getting his own bottle of Terramana. He's gonna get half the chips. I think it's perfectly fine. Don't open them
I'm not
tomorrow
making
for
another
next week.
trip
Man.
out there. I'm not making another trip out there. So no, don't bring another set.
Yeah, Jack is
Oh.
telling us he's gonna go. He wants us to go fuck
oh,
ourselves.
you know, in addition, either we do it tonight or you can take the lead and do it tomorrow. Take a picture of every bag. I think what we need to do is post it to social in case anyone wants to join us for the tasting and go out and buy their own identical bag of Asian chips. Not the one that you already ate because we're not going to do that next week. But we
Dude,
could do.
these chips are awesome. Like I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He's over here munching on the entire bag of turtle chips.
I'm getting all 500 calories right now. I go fuck.
Well, you skip dinner, so you need to eat it. You can't skip a meal, dog.
Tastes just like it smells. Delicious.
Skipping meals isn't good for you.
Don't worry, I'm not missing out. Got a lot of Terramana calories in me tonight for sure.
Hey, Dora, are you really coming down here for a haircut? You lie, right?
Yeah,
You don't come all
he
the way
come-
back down here for a haircut. Don't you guys all go to?
Yeah,
You won't go to Senor Tequila's?
Don't you go to Mr. Hose? Didn't all you guys go to Mr. Hose?
No.
Ah, the ship has sailed, man.
Oh, is he gone?
No, he's still around.
I don't know.
Oh, just
Yeah.
no one
Yeah,
goes
he's
anymore.
probably still
That's
there.
too far to get a haircut.
Where'd he go? Same place,
Standard.
Mr. Hose.
No.
Oh,
What
I was
the
like,
fuck,
where'd Mr. Hose
No,
go?
no, he's still there. I'm just saying it's too far from where
Oh
I
yeah,
am now.
for you, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be silly for you to go back to Mr. Hose.
Jack can do a barrel roll and
Lo-
wind up
Lloyd?
there.
Lloyd goes to. There's a barbershop near the Home Depot off Little River. That's where he goes.
Oh, what?
Yeah, there's a barbershop off Little River that he goes to.
Where? Like closer to what?
you
Little
know
River is
the-
huge.
No, by the Home Depot.
The one
like
in Annandale?
Yeah,
Dang, you drive all the way down here for a haircut?
yeah. He comes from Bowie all the way over
Yeah,
there.
dog.
That's what he told me.
That is a.
Are they
fucking
that
weird-
good?
That is a weird track. But
Apparently.
I guess,
Yeah,
man. Once you
apparently.
build a relationship, you can't fuck it up.
Yeah, I mean, I used to go down to DC for a cut. That was a commitment.
That's equally stupid.
But I had another client in DC, so I used to line up my appointments on the days that I have meetings.
Did you write off the appointment?
Nah. I mean,
fucked up?
maybe. I don't know.
Fucked up. The same. I can literally stumble out of bed.
Oh yeah, I know where the Salvation Army is. He's right there
Oh yeah, for sure.
by Hollywood Video, or it's across the other way.
That's now like a curry
It's
shop.
not
I think.
there. It's not there anymore. You know that, right?
Hollywood Video.
Correct.
It's like a Five
What?
Guys
It's on the other
slash curry mantra.
Damn, man. Do you remember all the days?
How
we
the
just-
fuck does Phil know what the fuck we're talking about? Jesus
he know?
Christ. He knows. He's indoctrinated. God damn it.
It's like
That's
He's got a
past
haircut
that
or four.
7-Eleven.
That's so
It's
funny.
past the 7-Eleven.
Fucking wild. God bless.
It's in that little strip mall where, like, next to the 7-Eleven.
Oh,
right next
There's
to,
a Staples
that's
in the corner. Yes, you're
There's-
right.
It's so crazy. There's a I was on TikTok the other week, and
No, Phil, you're right. It's gone.
I hate.
there's a
I
food
hate
truck
this
that's in that Home
conversation.
Depot parking lot that serves some amazing food supposedly, and there's people that drives to that food truck at Home Depot just for their food. So I have it on my list that if I'm ever in that part of
Because
town,
your list is on my
Yeah.
list.
So I need
yeah,
to
if
go
you're ever
there
going
when
to that Home
the next
Depot,
time
might as well
Home
just
Depot.
check out that food truck.
Bro, I'm there all the time. What are you talking about?
Well,
I'm at
not
home
for
all the
long. You
time.
better hurry up and go before you get the hell out of here. Yeah.
Right.
Countdown's on.
Damn, man. But I can't get over that. That's far, man. For a door to come down just to get a
That's far
haircut.
as fuck.
That's just an excuse to get out
Bowie.
the house. Yeah.
He wants to spend 2 hours away from home, so he goes to get a haircut. Actually, no, it's like 6 hours because like 2 hours to go there back and forth, and then like 2 hours waiting in the fucking chair.
Damn.
It'd be the same amount of time for him to go to
Honestly.
Jollibee's if he figured it out.
I will say this: we did set his ass
Right.
up because he went there with no warning or instruction whatsoever. Fucking showed up. He's like, I heard y'all got chicken, and just got fucked
He
into
showed up.
traffic and then sent back packing with no food whatsoever.
Oh, man.
His arm is
wa- he-
fucking sore from
His
the
wife.
vaccination.
His wife.
Chicken,
He
please.
walked. He walked it. He walked in the house afterward with some Subway subs.
That dry ass.
His
cookie.
wife was like, "Where's the chicken?"
You son of a bitch. Look, man, I was Lloyd. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I was pretty drunk by the time we were having that conversation.
I know.
Had
I
no
was so
earthly
drunk.
idea that it was going to be such an ordeal, but like, God bless you for sticking it out and riding through that traffic.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I think
Why did anyone?
Oh, God.
Why did anyone tell him?
simple Google search. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think we were just so ginned up at the idea of Jollibee, we didn't like do any cursory, like,
Well,
research whatsoever.
at this point, who just shows up? Like, if you're planning on eating somewhere, who just shows up at the
In
establishment?
a pandemic. I mean, I don't know.
Like, by now, you're going to go to the website.
It's a little counterintuitive.
You're going to look at the menu first. You may look at their protocols. If I can place an order ahead of time, like, who just shows up like,
Okay.
I'm craving this. I'm going to go.
Okay.
I'm just going to go.
I'll say this. The Jollibee folks did not have their shit together for sure.
Okay.
Because, like, after Lloyd's ordeal, I tried to place an order the following day, and I went on the website, and, like, I did the search. I was like, the locations in Maryland. Like, okay, that's the one. I hit order online, and then it gives me, like, this DoorDash option. I'm like, oh, shit. I can actually do it on DoorDash. Perfect. It took a while for them to set it up, but great. I can do it. But then I search a little closer. I look, like, down in the details, like, location, 7,200 miles away. Like, wait, what? That's not accurate. And then I look. The address is it's not to the location in Maryland. It's to the Las Vegas, Nevada location on Maryland Avenue. So
Nice.
they've got this whole fucking thing wired incorrectly from the jump. So it makes perfect sense that they didn't have this thing figured out initially. Like, they've had all the time to try to get people indoctrinated and tell them what needs to happen on day one. But of course, like a bunch of titos and titas, we set this up in advance, and it's not enough. I'll see you next week. And just fucked it up all the way through. So that Friday, that Saturday, like, just complete clusterfuck. It got to the point where I called to follow their protocol and say, to try to put in an order. And I went through the automated prompts, and then it said, due to unprecedented call volume, we are no longer taking phone orders. That was it. They were so overwhelmed that they could not, like, handle the mechanism they set up to handle the order, the advance order. So, Lloyd, you were not alone in getting butt fucked by that entire ordeal. I think it might be better now. There's a chance. But if you need the plug for something as an alternative, then, I will. There are a few things that are readily available that you won't have to deal with that horse shit for sure.
Well, based on what I heard through Kunja, I think she was like trying to get through on the calls for about a straight hour plus or something like that.
At least they picked up her call.
And then once the order was made, then I believe there was like another wait once you get there to pick up your food. And then there's that drive all the way back home. So I'm sure it was probably like at least a 6-hour ordeal just to try to get some fried chicken.
From the start of the order.
The
until
little piece of fried chicken, because that was what?
That's the only piece of fried chicken you want is the little one. Otherwise, just throw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you imagine just spending
Hours.
30 minutes driving there, getting butt fucked and saying, damn it, I gotta get some Jimmy John's, and walk back in.
Well, this
that
cold
shame
cut
and be
sandwich
like,
ain't
"I
gonna
got
eat
some Jimmy
itself,
John's,
guys. Oh man, this spicy Italian that's made out of dog hair. Oh boy, been waiting for this one.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Jimmy John's. I like Jimmy John's.
Calm the fuck down, okay?
How you say?
How about some Quiznos?
Do those
Like,
exist?
is that better?
For next Hollywood videos.
Yeah.
That's the only Quiznos I know.
God damn. Very light to the
Nice.
But babe, I swear to God, I was on the way, and then this fucking cop pulled me over. He said
It wasn't even Jimmy John's.
he said I'll let you off with a warning. He's like, okay, but you're on the way to fucking Quiznos already, so all good, man. I understand. Fucking shows up with a Subway sandwich. Generic wrapper.
Like, I got the cookies though. We're good.
I got these cheeseburgers. Oh. Yeah, Kunja, the titos and the titas will definitely find a way to get you off the line. So you have to go through the whole fucking process from.
Excellent. Hang up.
Oh, I thought you already put in your order. I'm sorry. You want more chicken joy? You want more gravy?
Ooh, chicken joy.
Lloyd didn't deserve cookies.
God, I want some
Yeah,
chicken
you know
right
what?
now.
Fuck. Should I? We've been toying with. We do our cheat meal still. I've been toying with the idea of setting up the actual Jollibee deal, but does this feel like the right weekend?
I don't know, man. Still pretty new. Seems like you're gonna be dealing with all the same nonsense. Go the other way. Go west and go pick up some Royal Farms or something.
Well, hey, I told you guys about Poke Boy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So when
you got your fix, right?
yeah, so when I called in the missus told me to call in the order. So I tried and I got stonewalled and they hung up and they weren't taking orders. So I pivoted immediately to Poke Boy because she was in Maryland, but she could hit DC on the way back. So I said, hey, we'll give it a shot. And yeah, it worked out perfectly. We got the fix.
Nice.
It's not Jollibee. It's not a ripoff. Like they do riffs on it, but like it's very chefy. Like they do their own deal. But it kind of hit that niche. And it did it for us, at least for that weekend. So I think we can revisit it, get the whole experience. But if you can't get through, I think Poke Boy is a nice alternative for sure. Chicken Joy, Mango Pie, Manga. Oh yeah, that was some bullshit. You can't spend more than $60. God damn, that was so fucking weird. They limited the amount of money you can spend at the fucking restaurant.
So
How weird is that?
That is weird.
God. Well, I understand that they want to try to accommodate more customers, but shit, man, come on. Like, if you're gonna sell it, just fucking sell out. If you can sell out, just sell out.
Be a sellout.
10 pies for show. For show. What are we calling the show tonight? We've talked about chicken and bullshit for far too long. I was gonna say rigged, but you guys let me know. Are we actually getting more people jumping onto the stream? Hi 2020. Hi Commander Root. Community showcase feed. Streamers area. Thanks for jumping on to whatever the hell this is at this point. We're just talking about chicken right now and still drinking Terramana tequila. So enjoy whatever the hell this is at this point. What are we calling the actual episode of this podcast? What makes the best visual for you? Is it going to be Jake Paul punching Jack's head off his body?
No.
How great would that be? Am I right?
Let me go take a piss first.
Perfect. That's exactly how it should be. Jack, what's your vote?
We can go rigged. I mean, put my face on something.
I mean,
on Ben Askren's face.
If we can
body,
put your
whatever.
face on Ben Askren's body, I think that would be the proper penance for whatever took place at the beginning of the show.
I guess so. Oh, I'm tired.
Hey Phil, have you had a McDonald's apple pie that's been deep fried? Because I feel like you don't get that in America, in at least the contiguous United States. But you get that in Hawaii. But when you can get it, boy, it's on the level of those Jollibee mango pies. Like fucking incredible. Pick at the old Kobe's and the word right. Yeah, you know that. I mean, well, we did like a picture of the Grinches on. I guess you could say it's my feet last week. So we kind of dipping into that well, like maybe one too many times. Man, I can't wait for those Kobe's to come. Do you have any Kobe's like in storage, Jack? Like, are they out there?
I have the 6 rings, the blue, the purple and gold ones.
Purple and gold.
I think.
Is that you said the 6s?
Yeah, no, the Protro 6s. It's like the 6 rings or whatever. I think that's what they're called.
I feel like a
Believe.
prized dickhead for. I think I donated my Kobe 5s like to science or maybe to the Goodwill. I don't know, but they just sat in my closet
Kobe
forever.
5s. Kobe 5s.
Right, the
sorry.
black and purple and gold.
The 5 rings.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, because he didn't win
6 rings
he won
was
5.
Yeah, he did 5 rings. Yeah, 6 rings was like the Jordan ones that look like shit.
Yeah. But weren't the Supreme Kobe's like a thing at certain points, like the 4s and the 5s?
Maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're pretty dope.
Kunja, I don't know if this is a
Bro.
bit that translates, but anytime we travel outside the contiguous United States, we will go to a McDonald's and just see what's doing. Like we went to the McDonald's in France, and like got a what was it? A Le Royale with cheese, and then ordered a Kronenberg with that.
That's the one that had the they had the fried chicken there too.
Perhaps.
Right? Yeah.
Perhaps.
It's good.
But everything they do, like once you step foot out of this country, man, it's fucking amazing.
And they all have the almost like everywhere you go has the Mac Cafe, so they have all the fancy desserts.
They have beer.
And beer. The fact that you get beer with your McDonald's is
I
great.
took a Kronenberg 1664 and poured it into a McDonald's paper cup. Like, just incredible. Do they do Big Mac on a croissant? No, I don't think they did. I think they kept that pretty much to standard as far as the formula. But yeah, otherwise, like they got curry sauces. They got shit that well, we can only dream of here in this country. So it's wild. McDonald's in China has a horrible celery and garlic sandwich. Like, is it just celery and garlic? Like, that's a fucking like. I can see elements of that working in a sandwich, but not being the primary focus of a sandwich. That just seems bizarre. So I think we're going with rigged. Rigged. And then Jack getting his face blown the fuck off by Jake Paul, and I think we can.
Can I get in GarageBand?
Oh, let me close out the file.
Yes.
Has Jack send the file over yet?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. It's out. I'm out. I will go ahead and do the post. And we'll move about swiftly. Jack, what are the prospects of you being on time next week? Just for our own edification. I want to make sure we understand the plan accordingly.
I don't know.
Okay,
Play it by ear.
separate question. Is the 9:30 thing legit?
I mean,
split the difference.
it'd be
9:15.
better. Yeah. I mean, I was on by a 9:11. I try to. It's the time change hasn't helped in with the sun not going down.
When didn't we turn our clock spring forward like 9 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
But the sunset is.
Oh, now we're
much
blaming the
later
sun.
now, so yeah, I mean, but my kids don't want to go to sleep.
Ah.
So basically,
They're like solar charged. I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
so
and
nice.
and they wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So there you have it.
Bob's your uncle. I get it. We'll see who's still left in the chat right now. I see Phil. I see Kunja. I see Lloyd. Our loyalist of friends and viewers. Lloyd, shut the fuck up. Quick show of hands. 9:15. Like, is that something that makes sense for the audience? Oh, McTeriyaki sandwich. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. I mean, I can see them doing a teriyaki thing in Hawaii, but that it almost seems like a McRib if they did a teriyaki sandwich. But Phil, how do you feel about 9:15?
Just don't give a hard start, man.
You know what?
Don't
Fuck
give them a time. Just be like around 9. Say 9:30, and we start at 9:15. We'll say 9:30, and we'll internally, which is already out now, we'll try to go for 9:15. How about that?
Under promise, over deliver. Okay, we'll
Right.
no later than 9:30, and we'll see where the chips fall.
Yes.
Today would be the last day that I say 9 o'clock on our socials for sure.
Did you say it
I
today?
did. I'm a fuck up. Yeah. You gonna spit some hot fire? What's going on?
No, my my computer is like cook. I need to kill. I can't have all this stuff open.
Fair enough. Well, that's it. That's all. Hope you had fun. Again, thank you, Kunja. Thank you, Lloyd, for coming back on, and Phil. Hollywood video. Okay. We're gonna jump off Twitch now. Does anyone want to jump on Discord or no?
All right, I'm going to sleep.
Very good. I'm gonna start cutting up the show or doing the posts. But you guys have a fantastic night. We'll reconvene at a more appropriate time when we have our full capacities about us. But until then, McTerry Deluxe for sure. And we'll see you guys next week.